I'm going to start the YouTube recording here. So for those of you who are joining us on YouTube, CLG FC episode 56.3. We are still in the off season. We are still going through the World Cup, which we are going to kick on with. Obviously, we've got 2 days till the next game. It's the round of 32 matchups here at the World Cup. Ecuador versus the U.S. will start things off. Austria and the Czech Republic will be next. Uh, we'll soon be playing it. Yeah, the season hasn't started yet. Colombia versus the Netherlands will be third. Morocco and Korea will be the final game we'll be watching. Ziggurat! Let's go, Ziggurat! Definitely big shout out to Ziggurat, by the way, providing us these wonderful CLG kits that we have here. So look at that just the goat. The goat. Oh, okay. Our stature increased. That's good. Man City retained their status, arguably the most reputable club in England. Newcastle Westgate took the biggest leap, and on the other side, Tonbridge fell apart. So here's the stature of clubs, the reputation, if you will. We were somewhere around the halfway point. I want to say previously. Lord knows where we're at now. I couldn't tell you. Apparently we've increased stature. Let me get chat up on the phone because I have to play this game in borderless window for some reason. Otherwise it crashes on me all the damn time. So let me get my chat up on the phone real quick, and then I can actually just like put it here and have a nice little chat and a nice little view of what I'm actually sending out to the lovely stream. So no clue where we are in terms of this. I don't think the club's actually gone up like a star or anything, right? Because we've only been promoted 3 times, which is genuinely a lot. Don't get me wrong, but still the fact that we're going up into like tier 17 or whatever. Oh, for some. Okay, there we go. So I don't think we're going to be anywhere remotely close to even the semi-professional clubs. There we are, right there. So we've moved up. We're about halfway up the list. Kind of still on the 1-star territory. At when did the 2 stars come about? Or I mean the half-star territory we're in. When do the actual 1 stars? Oh, way up there, way up there. Jeez, the 1 stars don't start appearing until like the Southern League Premier Division South. Wow. Southern League Premier Central. Wow. Northern Premier League Division 1 West. Yeah. It's going to be a while before we get up there. So, we're going to continue on. We do have the World Cup round of 32 matches we're going to be getting into. Today's stream, today's video, whether you're on YouTube, it is mainly going to be the World Cup watch party still. We do have to kick on and get through the World Cup. We are going to more than likely instant result the friendlies we have. So you'll see those come through as instant results. So we do have that. And hopefully doing that going forward means actually, aside from the processing and the transfer window taking forever, the preseason shouldn't be as long. So I think that'll be a bonus. Obviously, this year we have the World Cup. Next year we have the Gold Cup, I believe. But the Gold Cup, watching through the Gold Cup is like quick. It's like, what, 7 games maybe? We only follow the U.S. team in it. So it's maybe 5 to 6 games max, I think. So it's not anything huge. The towel offer I will accept. They're totally fine. Richie Towel can take his time making his decision. He's got a lot of interest from a lot of clubs. So we'll say Well, we'll say he can take as much time as he wants because he's not gonna get anything first team here. So there is that. Okay. I gotta put the music on, but at the same time, I don't want to blast everyone's ears because I will have it for the World Cup game, obviously, right? Because the U.S. is playing, so I have that music ready to go. But yeah, hope everybody's doing well. It's nice to stream again and get out there again and stream. I want to do it more consistently. Life's kind of gotten in the way these past 2 weeks, really. It's been pretty. It's been pretty horrendous, I will say. But hopefully, moving forward, we'll be good to go in terms of streaming more. So there is that. I'm gonna lower the music to minus 17.5. That should be good for the game. We are waiting on the Ecuador US game. So it is June 24th. The team is back in preseason, but we didn't tick up here in the inbox. We didn't tick up to our next division. So I'm wondering when that's going to happen. Maybe July 1st. Maybe. We are prepping for the new season, that's for sure. Everybody's kind of getting ready for it. I will say I have friendlies scheduled, but they might get rescheduled if the World Cup clashes with them. Which I have a sort of feeling that that's going to be the case for a few of those matches. So, of course, in real life, the Euros resume tomorrow. Spain, Germany is going to be fireworks tomorrow, hopefully. That's going to be a really good game. And then there's actually another one on the other side of the bracket that's like Turkey or Turkey and who are they playing? I think the Netherlands. I think Turkey is playing the Netherlands. And I'm like, actually, that's not a bad looking quarterfinal either. But whoever Turkey's playing, I think, is going to be a decent quarterfinal too. Uh, yeah, Turkey at Netherlands. That's going to be a decent quarterfinal. Portugal, France, England, Switzerland are going to be snooze fests. Switzerland should win. Portugal should win. Uh, Portugal, it's going to be a bit of a tricky game because if they don't play well, it'll be a really dull game. But I don't fancy England getting past Switzerland, so not the way the Swiss are playing. So there's that tomorrow and Saturday, and then Tuesday and Wednesday are the semifinals, and then you've got the final the following Sunday, and then just like that, football's over for another month. So it's crazy to me that the seasons are starting already, though. I got messaged from one of the lower league clubs I'm going to be supporting this year, and they said, "Hey, our season starts August 1st." I was like, Jesus, what? August 1st? That's so early. But yeah, it's we're starting August 1st, so surprisingly. When is the championship starting? They start in the same season, same time as well. They don't start to August 9th. So that's I'm surprised. August 1st is real. Oh, it's third. It starts on the third, not the first. The third. That's still very early. So anyway, what is that? Anyway. Well, we're still waiting on the processing to finish. It takes so long with all the leagues on, but then on top of that, the transfer window just makes it a mess. It makes it an absolute mess. So we're going to be going a little bit longer tonight too. By the way, we're going to be going until about 10:30, 11. So about 4 hours. Um, so there is that. Hopefully we can get through quite a few games. Actually, I'd like to get through at least into the quarterfinals of the World Cup tonight. Uh, the further we go, the better. I have I actually think it's going to be a little bit tricky because whenever I alt tab out of it, the screen flutters at times. But I have Hearts of Iron 4 ready to stream. Now I am learning that game still. It's nothing like Hearts of Iron 1 and 2, and so uh, what I will say is I was like, what was that came across my screen? And then I realized it's a Snap notification. I thought it was something on Twitch. Um, so I'm still crutched on the console commands a little bit, right? Especially with some of the mods I have, because I have a mod that adds a lot of different, what do you call them? Diplomacy, not diplomacy, doctrines? Doctrines, maybe? But it adds a lot of them, and they all cost like 100 to 50, like 50 to 150 uh, command power. And I'm like, that just like if you had 1,000 command power and you used every one, like you bought every one, it would sap all of it. So it's like, just for the command power alone, it's needed. I'm in an offline save one that's just fucking nuts right now. I mean, it's just nuts. The Soviets tried to take the Soviet Union fractured, tried to put it back together, realized they couldn't do it militarily, so they went down the diplomacy route, started to succeed, then had a civil war that took them like a year and a half to win. Um, and now they're trying to put the last pieces of the Comintern back together in a pact. Costa Rica started the essentially the Allies and got Ecuador. I'm sorry, not Ecuador. El Salvador, Nicaragua, Mexico, and the U.S. all in it. And then they invited like random countries like Malaysia's in it, Indonesia's in the Comintern because they turned communist. And it's like, what is going on in this game? This game is nuts. Uh, the allies are England, who's actually fighting France. Who France is part of the allies. I'm sorry, the Axis is England, um, British Raj, British Malaysia, but also like Italy, um, who lost the war. I took them out in Europe, and then because France, they went to war with France, and they were getting their butt smushed by France. So I was like, look, I have territorial claims in Italy. I don't need the French to take them from me or take them from Italy, because then I have to go to war with the whole of the Allies just to get my claims. So I'm just going to wipe out Italy while they're fighting the war with France. That's what I did. So I took all of it, or most of it. But um, yeah, it's been an odd game, and it's 1944, I think, in the game, and it's the Road to 56 mod. So the game still has 12 years. It's kind of nuts. I just wiped out Prussia to get the very last of my claims. It's taken me 8 years to get the last to get all the claims. I'm playing as Austria-Hungary. Well, I was playing as Hungary, but then I reunited with Austria, so it's Austria-Hungary again. But yeah, it's been a crazy game. It's been a crazy game. I own a lot of Eastern Europe. I own Poland. I own Ukraine. I own all of Eastern Europe except Bulgaria and Greece and Turkey. I'm eyeing them, but um, Belarus broke away from the Soviets as well, so now I'm like, they might be a decent target. So I need. I don't know. I'm wondering where the game's going to go from here. I'm trying to stay victory point wise on top of the Allies. So that's really it. I might have to war with them eventually. We'll see. But I want to, like, the game is crazy because they set it up so that everybody goes down a random path, right? So nobody goes historical AI focuses. Everything is random. So you get really neat scenarios that arise that way. And it's just great. Like China managed to expel Japan. And, but what is it? Is it Manchuria or Manchukuo or whatever that's in that game? That's like the puppet that starts as the puppet of Japan. That's been wiped out by China. China took over the Korean Peninsula and then established Korea and basically liberated them as a puppet, I believe. And then they also have Siam or French Indochina. I think Siam is allied with them. So, and that's all China. So there's like 4 factions in the game right now. And yeah, Japan joined the Allies. Japan was the empire, and then they had a civil war that they lost to become democratic, to become, and then they uh, allied themselves with the Allies. So it's been a nuts game, but I'm miles ahead in research now. I'm actually researching stuff about a year and a half ahead because I'm so caught up. So, but one thing I do like in that game is, or that at least that I've managed to get is, I researched super heavy tanks, and I'll tell you they are slow, but holy shit, do they pack a punch! Like when I was at war with Prussia, I only had about 2 of them on the front line, maybe 6 actually, on the front line towards the end of that war. But, ooh, pardon, but man, when you have a full division of them, God, they pack a freaking punch, man. Those are the motorized infantry is like insane. They're so quick. They're so insanely quick. They move from province to province like nothing. It's I'm like, oh my god. Prussia was all sprawled out like that. So I had the big cities in the central to the east that I was fighting in, like Berlin and whatnot, and I had the motorized infantry just go all the way north around them and basically cut them off, like from Dortmund, Dusseldorf, and all that. Went straight around and cut them off. And the motorized infantry held that line, and then we just encircled Berlin. But once you have a territory encircled in Hearts of Iron 4, that game is like it goes like that. The fight is just not winnable. So I actually owned France at one point in time, and then I gave it back because I didn't want to fight the U.S. And the U.S. were planning naval invasions after I took over France, because I was at war with France when I declared war on Poland to get my claims, because I had a claim on Krakow. So I declared war on Poland because they didn't give it to me when I asked for it, and France was guaranteeing their independence. So then I had to war with France, but we were never our territories were never touching each other, and France was always preoccupied fighting England. So when I took over Turkey, that's when we started France. I started to fight. I went in, to France, they capitulated, and then I turned around to the U.S. and asked for peace and got it because I just didn't want to fight the U.S. and all that stuff. The U.S. has wiped out everybody in North America. They've taken out Quebec was its own independent state. Took them out. They took out all of Canada. Okay, finally we're here. Finally we've ticked over, and we did not get reassigned. Remember we said we don't know if we're going to get reassigned or if we're not because the reassignment came with Manchester. So if I go down a bit, right? Lancashire and Cheshire Amateur League Division A, right? We were the title holders. Now, if I go past winners, Hillgate, where are they now? See, Hillgate got reassigned. They're in Craven and District League Division 3. So Hillgate got reassigned. Manchester Saints went up again. Oh my God. They got reassigned after they went up. They went up last season and then they got reassigned. These guys have gone crazy, man. They got promoted here, then they won the league here, and they got promoted here. They've done 3 straight as well. Oakwith, okay, they just went straight up. These guys got reassigned, right? So Hillgate got reassigned as well to the Craven and District League Division 3. So if I go here to past winners, where's Mawsonbrook under 21s? Mid Lancashire and District League 2nd Division. Interesting. And then where's Spurley Hay Reserves? East Riding County League Division 4. And then Rochdalians are in the East Lancashire Football League Premier Division. How about that? So they must have had a few promotions as well, yes. Lancashire Amateur League Division 4. And so they've been reassigned twice, right? No. Amateur League Division A. Then they moved to the Lancashire Amateur League. Hey, what's up, Barry? Division 4. Then they got to Division 3. They've been promoted from Division 3, and now they've been reassigned to the East Lancashire Football League Premier Division. Oh my God, 4 teams get relegated? That's a brutal league. This is brutal. Is there a... Oh, this is the Premier Division. There's got to be a 2nd division. East Lancashire Football League. Oh, there's a Division 1 West and a Division 1 East. So that's still brutal, man. That's brutal. 4 teams get relegated. Where you been, man? I have a lot of family issues. Essentially, my mom broke her back about 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago. So I've been taking care of my mom because she spent the better part of like 2.5 weeks just not able to even walk. So I've been taking care of her because when I come home and then I gotta do that, from work or whatever, and then I gotta take care of her. It's just because I just get wiped out, man. I just get absolutely wiped out. At least you're taking care of me. I agree. It wipes you the fuck out. I will say that. I can unfollow this league and where I'm gonna reject those, but I am going to follow the league I'm in now, which is this league. That's all. I don't want to follow World Golden Ball and all this other fucking nonsense. Hope she gets better soon. I appreciate it. She's on a slow path. She's got a long road ahead of her, actually, but we'll get her there. So I gotta set my stream schedule too. Today's like the last day of the scheduled streams, and I was supposed to do F1 today, and I did. And I took my parents out for lunch for obviously July 4th for the holiday, right? So, um, yeah, I gotta set my screen. Are you able to search up Pontefract College? Yes, I can. Pontefract. So there might only be, it might just be these guys here. Okay, hold on. There's Pontefract, and then there's FC Pontefract. So I don't know which one it would be. I don't know which one. Pontefract College. Okay, so it's not FC. Who's the other one, real quick? Now I'm interested who the other one is. Okay, the other one's just FC. So, nope, so Pontefract. So they are in the Northern Premier League Division 1 East. Their history, they won the Northern Counties East League Premier Division, went up to the Northern Premier League Division 1 East, and they've stayed there. They actually won the Northern Premier League Division 1 East to move up to the Northern Premier League Premier Division, and then finished 20th and got relegated last season. So that's where they're at. So they got promoted, then they went up, stayed up, got promoted again, went up, but then came right back down. So there they are. So was there a detail? Ooh. They have a 300 seater, just like us. 300 seater. Expansion capacity 5,000. There you go. They're your local. Nice. So that's where we're at. Let's answer promotion by winning. I'm not going to say promotion by winning the league. We're just going to say promotion. Yeah, let's just say promotion for now. I support them now. I don't support Leeds anymore. Kind of lost the passion for Leeds ever since I started going to games. I've just fallen in love with the club. That's fair. I It's the same way actually. I haven't been to the Union since like with my mom I haven't been to the Union for a while, but they're fucking ass this year. Um so it's like I'm not a fair weather guy. I mean, I've been going for 9 seasons even when they weren't good, but it's like one of those things where it's like you know, am I going to take the trip down there and leave my dad leave my dad. If I swear to God, don't make me time you out. Oh Jesus fucking Christ, Barry! I swear to fucking God, make me time your ass out. I swear to God, if we gotta go through this every time. I swear to God. I'm just gonna delete the message for now. Anyway, uh, so what was I saying? Yeah, it's like one of those things where like I usually take my dad to the games, so it's like, do I leave him alone to take care of my mom? I don't think it's fair, right? Especially because it's an hour, it's like a 75-minute drive. So it's like going to a game is like a minimum of a 5 to 6 hour ordeal. And I'm just like, this is a lot of time. It's just a lot of time to be away from her in case anything happens, right? So, um, I don't even know what this is. This is the leaderboard, like for, I guess, everybody worldwide. I'm not really too interested in it. Um, What I would like is the Hall of Fame, which we're not going to be in. We've got 3 domestic divisions, but no points. Uh, so 204 is the lowest is the 10th for Korea. Looks like that was a lot in China as well. Guangzhou, that's all China. Seoul is obviously Korea, but Chongqing, Guangzhou, that's all China. Same with Qingdao, that's China. Interestingly enough, let's get on with it. Ecuador, USA, again, World Cup watch party. It's the round of 32. We got 4 World Cup games coming up for you for the round of 32. Ecuador and the U.S., Austria and Czechia, Colombia and the Netherlands, Morocco and Korea. I thought it would be neat if we did get reassigned because it obviously takes the threat of relegation away, as you saw with Hillgate, moving over to the Exeter and Devon league. But it is what it is. We're going to go up through the Lancashire and Cheshire League still. So now that we're in Division 3, the threat of going back down to Division A is there, but also it means that above us is Division 2 and then Division 1, and then it is the Premier Division. So there's actually 4 divisions of the Lancashire and Cheshire Amateur League. Or 4 more divisions, I should say. So there's that. Uh, So we'll see how we get on. August 29th is the first day of the league. That's such a long time away. It's June 25th. It's a very large database. A very large database. It's about 393,000 players in this database. So takes a bit of a while to get there. But we are going to start with the round of 32 World Cup watch. So did you watch England Slovakia? I did. I watched. I believe I caught the highlights, and then later on I watched the full match on a replay. Because I tape them and then I watch them after work. So because they come on at like the first game comes on at like noon here. It's like right in the middle of the day. It's like I'm not, I mean, I'm obviously working, and then 3 o'clock the second game comes on. So uh, I have to get them on replay. But I did watch it. Yes, it's not coming home. It's, if anything, the Swiss are going to embarrass y'all because it just you just looked awful for 82 minutes. The crazy thing is the moment Ivan Toney came on the left for Foden, like the game changed completely. Like England looked like world beaters. But I'm like that Foden doesn't do anything for him on the left. Like he's got to stop playing. Yeah, maybe the formation's not the problem. It's who he plays. He can play his 4-2-3-1, but he can't play it with Foden and Bellingham. He needs somebody out left. He needs Eze, or he needs Gordon, or he needs Tony, or some. You know what I mean? It's the players that he has that are like that he fits together that are the problem. Like the man, I don't know. No, 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 no. Towel, yes. Uh, The fixtures have been released. Rolls Reserves is who we got first, then Colton United, Langho under 21s, Standish St. Wilfrid's Reserves, and then Carlton Sports Club. That's what he's going to be doing versus Switzerland. He's playing with two number 10s, and Foden and Bellingham will play there. That's not that. If he plays them at the same time, you guys are going to get crushed. When's the proposal? Longbridge Town? I don't know. When's competition? Here we go. World Cup, right? 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th schedule. So we're looking at probably what, the first and the second, maybe first, second, third. I don't think it'll be first, second, third, fourth. I think you're looking at the first and the second for the round of 16. Then I don't know actually. They might stretch it out, and then you play two here and two here, and then you play 1-1, and then you play 1-1. So I should block out the first, second, third, fourth, 7th and 8th, 11th and 12th. I'm going to be watching Argentina versus Ecuador later. Should be okay. Ecuador probably don't have a chance. You know what I mean? First, second, third, fourth, 7th and 8th, 11th and 12th. Oh my goodness me. I'm going to decline the friendlies for now. Reject invitation, and then once the schedule opens up as we get further along in the World Cup, we'll. Hey, yes, we do want to continue entering in the national under-18 leagues. The wage rises. Oh my God. Minahan's now homegrown as well. What's that do to our finances? Where's the wage budget at? We are currently spending $13K on wages, and we've got a wage budget of $20K. And we are at USA, Ecuador. So let's go, USA, Ecuador. It can only mean one thing. It can only mean one thing. That's not what I want. It can only mean one thing. Let's go. Venezuela looking dangerous this Copa America. I agree with you. I think they're going to fall apart in the knockout round, though. Ecuador. USA looked really good in this game for some reason. I'm just saying. Walker and Moore up top. It's a 4-4-2. Round of 32 underway. On this, the July 4th. Let's go. That's wow. I actually think Colombia might win the Copa America because they look very good. Brazil looks okay, but they haven't really been tested. And Argentina looked good, obviously. But Colombia look dynamite. They look dynamite. They look so good. So I think Colombia has a chance to win Copa America. A really good chance. It's going to be Argentina. They have such an easy knockout run. I don't know, man. Argentina, Colombia are going to be... Colombia's got a shot. I wouldn't write them off just yet. I mean, I would still say Argentina's the favorite, but I wouldn't write Colombia off. This is Ecuador now. But oh, is he off? No, he's on. No, he's off. He's off. Faleco it too early. So here's Flores with a free kick now for the States. We have look. They got to essentially just fire Berhalter. They have so much talent, and they just can't. He's just not utilized correctly. Oh, he's off as well. I think the other thing too is a lot of people, the media here especially, say that Klopp should be the replacement, and I think all the pieces are in place for him to do so, right? He still gets to manage. He's still involved in football, right? Because he said in an interview before, obviously, all this happened, that he's not ready to fully step away from football. So he still gets to manage. It'll be about 4 months a year, right? The U.S. can try to entice him because they're building brand new state-of-the-art facility in Atlanta. The U.S. is moving their HQ from Dallas to Atlanta. So you can say, look, we're getting you brand new training facilities, brand new pitches, everything down there in Atlanta. Brand new referee training centers going in Atlanta. Like, everything that like could be used to entice Klopp, right? So, nah, Klopp, New England manager. Nah, because I think if England get by Switzerland and get into a semifinal, that'll be enough for Southgate to keep his job. So, we'll see. Anyway, I think that's the risk of you guys winning the Switzerland game, is that Southgate could keep his job. But I think the other thing is, it just makes sense, right? He's got a lot of talent, and the U.S. to work with as well. So I don't think he's got a lot of players that would cause him trouble, I think. So, if anything, for you guys, you know who's available? Who'd be a decent England manager? And I said this on D-Boy's stream earlier. Pochettino would be pretty good to lead you guys if you all got rid of Southgate. Oh, Pottinger tried for it. Didn't get it. Got blocked. That was a good move from him, though. Poch would be a good manager. So, Casado. That's a bit tricky. That's all over the place. All right. Poch would be good, but I don't see it. I don't know. I don't know. Where else is he going to go? You know? I mean, is there even like a top level job that's open for him? Man, you re-signed Ten Hag. So Bayern couldn't get him. You think? Yeah, I think you guys will take on Potter as well. I think you're right. And I think Potter wouldn't do bad, but I don't think you'd win anything with Potter. But I think if you got Poch, you might. Oh, that's dangerous ball. Cancelo! England are too good for Potter, I think. Yeah, I think if you guys got Poch, you could win. You probably win a Euro with him. I don't know about a World Cup. I don't know about the 26 World Cup, but you could definitely win the 28 Euros with Poch, I think. I think if we got Klopp, we would make a World Cup quarterfinal. I think if the US got Pochettino, they could make a World Cup quarterfinal, which has only happened really twice. The inaugural World Cup, but there was no quarterfinal. It was just group stage and straight to the semifinals. And it wasn't even semifinals like a knockout round. It was like a medal round like they used to do in the Olympics back then. Like a second group stage, and then whoever won that won the World Cup. So, but that should be a throw for the U.S. I don't see it. I don't see it with Berhalter. I see the U.S. eventually winning one, but I don't see it with Berhalter. But I think for the U.S., it's a good movement to get that shot off. But I think the thing is, if you take the run starting in 1994, the U.S. qualified for every World Cup except 2018, right? And I think if you look at the performances in that World Cup, that was a golden chance. And Cardenas has put it over. But if you start in 94 and you look at every World Cup through 2020, the U.S. qualified for everyone except 2018. Or 2022 World Cup, sorry. But yeah, they haven't qualified for 2018. But they've only made the quarterfinals once in that stretch. And that was Korea, Japan, 2002, where they played Mexico. They knocked Mexico out in a round of 16. And then they lost to Germany 1-0 on a goal that should have been offsides, if I remember correctly. So, that was a really good U.S. team. And I'm like, the talent that we have today should run numbers on that team. And they don't. They fucking can't even get out of... I mean, the only two CONCACAF nations to get out of their group at Copa America was Canada and Panama. Canada and fucking Panama, man. Like, that's an embarrassment. Mexico's in the gutter, and the biggest achievement that Greg Berhalter has is running a Mexico side that's looked the worst it has in 30, 40 years, running them into the ground. Like, come on, man. Colombia with the better chances, but it's 0-0. Round of 32. Like, I saw a stat that said the U.S. under Greg Berhalter against top 30 ranked FIFA nations at the time that those matches were played, the U.S. is 6-10-10. If you remove Mexico from that equation, they fall to 2-7-8. That's like not good enough by a long shot. So, I don't know. They just need to move on from Berhalter. going to do this comprehensive review, and Berhalter's going to be like, all right, well, you know, the red card, the Panama game, and blah, blah, and then they're going to hold on to him. And we're going to throw away a World Cup on home soil. That should have been a goal. And Cardenas again has flubbed it. Narinsky's offsides. That play happens every fucking time in this game. And every fucking time that play is offsides. Before the tournament started, I picked Germany, so I'm going to stick with my guns. Oh, what a save. So I'm going to stick to my guns and say Germany. However, I can see them losing to Spain. And I do see the winner of Spain-Germany winning it all. So you've got fun. That's the other pick, you know? So, you know, before the tournament started, I said Portugal potentially as well, but they've definitely not looked great all the time. Like Spain have looked great in every game. Germany's looked good in every game. Like Portugal have had moments where you're like, especially that round of 16 game against, who'd they play? Slovenia? You're looking at that game versus Slovenia like, I don't know if they do this. You know, like, and then obviously they lost to Georgia. So I'm like, they're definitely beatable. We'll see. I know Chicago Fire fans are pissed because Shaqiri's done essentially fuck all for them in the 3 years he's been there. And he comes into this Euros and he fucking plays amazing. Walker's probably off. Oh, shit! No, the flag's up. Flag's up. Flag's up. VAR. Goal's probably disallowed. Yep. He looked off to me. About half his body, I think. Oh, no, he's like a full yard. He's like a full yard off. This is way over. Okay. It's a corner, though. I think Spain's a good shout. Germany, I think, also could do it, though. I just want to see Sax man in the final, bro. I gotta have Sax guy in the final. He's not epic Sax guy. He's just Sax guy. So. Colombia looked really dangerous. Oh, man. Like, you make a good tackle and it goes right to another player. Right to another opposing player. Like. God. Colombia can't bring it forward. This is looking like Southgate ball. It's a good ball out wide. It's a really good ball out wide. Early cross. Sanchez got 2 to beat. Dotson. Oh, the cutback. No. The cutback was there. The cutback into this space and the trailing run could just blast it. It was there for him. They didn't go for it. So Sanchez for the U.S. with the corner now. Not a lot of time left. You know, I mean, there's still a good amount, but you got to start thinking about what you want to do here with your changes. Pottinger was going to let it rip. Dotson is on. No, Dotson's off. First game in a knockout, so you don't want to go to extra time here. He's off. Scott's off. They can't stay on, man. They cannot stay on side. I kept saying Colombia. It's not even Colombia. It's Ecuador. What am I talking about? It's Ecuador they're playing. The U.S. cannot beat. The U.S. will play European and Asian teams like they're the most dominant force, and then they'll lose to any South or North American team. So he might be off. I thought he was off. That's in. I thought the pass wide could have been off. I think. No, he's on. He's very much on. And Cardenas finally has his goal. I thought this pass. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I have to see that again. I have to see that again. Hang on. I think he's just being kept on here. That's really close, but I think he's just on sides from this guy here. He's definitely ahead of this guy, but I think 26, 28, something like that, has just kept him on. 26, yeah, I think he's just kept him on. I'm going to go get set up, mate. All right, take care. Thank you for stopping by. So now the U.S. needs something, otherwise Ecuador's through to round of 16. It's a home World Cup for the U.S. That is, losing the ball there is not a way to go about it. So. Yeah, U.S. looking for goals. They need it. They've got 15 minutes to salvage their World Cup. FM is so accurate. Look, there's even empty stands at a U.S. game because the ticket prices are too high. Flores, that's terrible. You got to be way better than that. I tell you what, I wasn't far off. U.S. have got to push like hell. Flores, Sanchez, Franks, Fowler, Dotson, Taylor. Taylor with the cross. Sanchez could be in. No. Ball's up. That's a corner. U.S. 10 minutes in stoppage, essentially. A little more than 10 minutes in stoppage to save their season. Save their World Cup. The Gold Cup winners on the verge of going out. That is going to be a card, but that is advantage. And then the flag's off sides. That should come back for the card. They did, but that would have been a card for me. An attempt to stop a promising attack. Flores, what a... tried to be clever, and now Ecuador can break. Oh, it's booted upfield to nobody. U.S. has got less than 10 and stoppage. It's a good tackle. You got to move the ball. Another advantage is being played. Another potential card that should have been. Should have been a booking. Taylor. What's his name's getting treatment. So US needs something from this corner here. It's short to Whiskey, but Quevedo's right there. US have only had 40% possession against Ecuador, man. This has not been a good performance from them. Only 5 shots as well. It's pretty brutal. White, it's a good ball in. Sanchez can't get to it. He's offsides anyway. Again, the U.S. is caught offsides. 6 minutes of added time. Sanchez is off. He's offsides. That's they have to have had like 6 or 7 offsides now, the US. 3 minutes. 3 minutes of added time. US has got to win this ball. Calderon, Angulo. Oh, Morales threw it a run. That's 2. No, what a save. What a save. Forsyth keeps the U.S. in it. Corner, 2 minutes now for the U.S. to try and tie this game and force extra time. Forsyth has it. They got to break the U.S. The U.S. has to break. Forsyth with the boot. U.S. will come down with it. Potticher's got to get it upfield. They've got to move the ball quickly. 90 seconds here for the U.S. Their home World Cup. Ball over the top. Sanchez is probably offsides. And the flag will go up. Awful. This is just like watching a real team. That is the full time. Franks will head it up. That one's going to be knocked around quite a bit, but the full-time whistle should go here. Yep. U.S. is out of the World Cup in a round of 32. How many times will they call offsides is the question. How many times? Why is offsides not in here? Offsides needs to be in here. Half chances need to be in here. Clearances need to be in here as well. Offsides, they were caught 9 times offsides. Fuck's sake, guys. What the shit? Awful performance in the U.S. Of course they would go out to freaking Ecuador. The U.S. disappointing on the world stage against a nation that they arguably should beat. Never. Never. Algeria knocks out Slovakia. France skates by Senegal. That's brutal. Senegal were leading by Aliou Cisse's 24th minute goal, but then Fabrice Sommet and Maxime Hocquard score literally in the last 10 minutes, and France overturned the deficit to win 2-1, knock Senegal out. Portugal demolished Serbia by a score of 5-0. Rollins is injured. Harrison's injured. Hate y'all. The injuries have started now that we're back in training. Hate y'all. But there is that. I do want to go to training, by the way. And we're going to do community outreach. We're going to do that. We're doing team bonding over here, so that's fine. Just want to change one to community outreach. So we got is it Austria or Australia? I don't know. I never know with this game. I think Austria is AUS and Australia is AUT, but I'm not 100% sure. But we do got one of those games coming up. So we'll see how we'll see who we got first. I think it's Austria. I don't know if Austria's at this World Cup actually. And then we'll see how the matches are. Obviously, after the 28th, if we have to move any of the friendlies around, World Cup watch party will continue all the way through the World Cup. And then we're going to instant result the preseason matches. And you should have your we should be kicking off the season probably not tonight, but within the next few streams. I'd imagine it is Australia, Czechia. So Austria must be AUT. So this is Wednesday the 1st. This is the quarterfinals. France v Portugal. That's going to be interesting. So if I move that, France Portugal here on the 1st. This is the round 16, so 2-4, and then yeah, okay. You don't tell me, okay. You don't tell me when the games are. Thanks, guys. It's like shit. Come on, man. Okay. The league's drawn for the National Under 18 League Northwest. Is Oldham back in it, or did they move up? I don't see Oldham here. Where did Oldham go? Oldham, and let's go to their under 18s. They're in Division 3 Northwest. How about that? Under 18 League Division 3. So we're in the national, but they've moved up to under 18. I'm sorry. We're not in national. They're in Division 3 now. Oldham, where are they? They deserve it. They won the league the last 2 straight years. They deserve to move up. Where the hell are you? I just saw you. Oldham. My guy. Am I blind? Oxford. You said Division 3 Northwest, right? There they are. What about the main squad? They moved up to Vanarama National? Is that why? What's going on here? No, they stayed in Vanarama National. Okay, I don't know. So they have one Sky Bet championship and one Sky Bet League One, and here they are down in the Vanarama National now. Brutal. Brutal. Australia and Czechia, round of 32 at the World Cup yet again. We are about ready to get underway here. BBVA Stadium, Estadio BBVA. So this match is in Mexico. Match 2 of 4 here. Of course, here in the round of 32 tonight. We should get through round of 32, no problem. Czechia in the red, Australia in the famous yellow. We're underway. I'll be interested to see, well, first off, if Australia make the next World Cup. Actually, while this is playing in the background, what is what is going on in World Cup qualification? Let's look at that, shall we? So you got the AFC, you got the CAF, you got CONCACAF, you got Common Ball, you got the OFC, and you got UEFA. That's 6, right? There's 6 confederations. Says, oh my God, there's an early goal for Australia. Harris has scored. The Socceroos lead. I don't believe it. Let me take a look at this. I was tapped out. Jackson. Oh, it's such good ball movement. Scott Harris, beautiful ball movement. Beautiful, beautiful goal. Very well worked from the throw in, and Australia lead. Right. So, Asia, the first round. Afghanistan 2-0 over Mongolia. Bangladesh 3-2 over the Maldives. Singapore 3-1 over Guam. Yemen 4-1 over Sri Lanka. Myanmar 5-1 over Macau. Okay. What else? Pakistan 1-0 over Cambodia. Taiwan 7-0 over East Timor. Indonesia 12-0 over Brunei. Hong Kong 4-2 over Bhutan. Nepal 2-1 over Laos. So then you get second round. You get the groups, right? Top 2 in each group move on to the third round. And they also get invited to the Asian Cup. The bottom 2 go to the Asian Cup qualifying third round. So Qatar won their group, 16 points. Kuwait was second, 7. India are out on 5. Afghanistan are out on 5. Japan won their group, 18 points, maximum points. They were given a 3-0 win over Japan because North Korea refused to host the match, citing concerns about disease spreading in Japan, which was false. So AFC just gave Japan a 3-0 win. North Korea did advance, though, despite that, with 9 points. Syria, 7 points. Myanmar, 1. Korea, 16 points. China, 8 points. Thailand, 8 points. Singapore, 1 point. The tiebreaker was head-to-head points. China won 4. Thailand won 1. So China goes through. Group D, Oman 13 points, Kyrgyzstan 11, Malaysia 10, Taiwan 0. Group E, Iran 14 points, Uzbekistan 14 points, Turkmenistan 2, Hong Kong 2. Group F, Iraq 18, Indonesia 10, Vietnam 6, Philippines 1. Vietnam's up and coming, but so is Indonesia in terms of football. They're starting to really take it seriously over there. Philippines it's still got a long ways to go. But Indonesia and Vietnam are actually up and coming in terms of football. Group G, Jordan 13 points. Saudi Arabia 13 points. Tajikistan 8 points. Pakistan 0. Group H, the UAE 16 points. Bahrain 11. Yemen 5. Nepal 1. And then Group I, Australia 18. Palestine 8. Lebanon 6. Bangladesh 1. Third round qualifying. It's groups of 6. The top 2 go to the World Cup. The middle 2 go to the fourth round. The bottom 2 are out. They've yet to play. They start playing. They start playing at the end of this year. Iran, Qatar, Uzbekistan, UAE, Kyrgyzstan, North Korea. You got to think of the nations in that group. Iran and Qatar are the favorites. That's a goal for Australia. They're 2-0 up. Wow. Ange ball.
I owe allegiance to no
I don't even think he's
entity.
managing them.
I intend to live by my own code
But
now.
Richie with a great header. Novotny couldn't get to it. And, oh, Brazilian Fury. What's up? How you doing, man? Oh, you've got the you got the logo of the club you're managing too, right? Is it Ibis? Ibis? I don't know how you pronounce it. My Brazilian pronunciation is very hard for me, actually. I used to, even being somebody who commentated a lot of Brazilian Counter-Strike, you get used to a few things in there, but I don't know. But how's the save, man? So, how's the save going? Are you in the Oh, no, you're not. Okay, cool. I was going to say, are you in the racing group I'm in? And I'm like, no, wait, you're not. Things are good. Season 5 wrapped up on Ibis, yes. Phonetically typing the spelling, I'm not 1,000% sure, but I'll get it to you eventually. Fair enough. We got promoted to Serie C, won the title to boot in Serie D. Let's go. Let's go. So the worst team in Brazil is slowly shedding that reputation. I love it. I love it. So wait. So remind me if I'm wrong, but you started in a division below Serie D, right? Like you had the national divisions, right? Of which there's like a crazy tournament. But you won. We are now the worst team to ever win a major trophy. There you go. There you go. But you started in the division below Serie D. Yes, you started in the second tier of the state championship in year 1. Nice. So then you got to the top tier of the state championship. And then you got to division Serie D, and now you're in Serie C, or you're going to Serie C in 5 seasons. That's impressive. We just found out the league we're going to be playing in. And the reason I say that is because there's a lot of reassignment that goes on. So like we won Lancashire and Cheshire Amateur League Division A. And the club that won it the year before we were in the division, they didn't go up to Division 3, the Lancashire and Cheshire Amateur League Division 3. They got reassigned. And then we got promoted with Hillgate. We went directly up to the division above, Lancashire and Cheshire Amateur League Division 3 from Division A. And Hillgate did not come up with us. They got reassigned to Exeter and Devon League. So I was like looking at it at the end of last season, like I've seen a club get reassigned. I don't know what division we're actually going to play in. And we found out today we're going actually straight up. So climbed up to the first tier in year 2, got into Serie D year 3, didn't do enough to stay there, and had to do well in the Pernambuco state championship in year 4 to get back to playing the Serie D in year 5, which we just finished by winning. Confusing, but yes, a lot of progress in 5 years. That's very good. Faster than I expected, to be honest. That's very good. That's like the Worcester Park save I have in FM10. My offline FM save, we were expected to finish bottom. We were expected to get relegated, 21st out of 21st, and then like 13 games in, we were leading the league, and I'm like, how is this even possible? And we've come back down to earth a little bit. Don't get me wrong. I think we're 6th or 7th in that save, and I'm like, this is, but like we don't have a lot of games left. I think I have 8 or 9 games left. So it's one of those things where like, we're not going to win the title, but we're going to have a good season. You know what I mean? Like it's just going to be a good season. It's one of those things where in FM10, in the extended database I have for FM10, the winning team goes up. That's it. The second place team goes into an interleague promotional playoff. And the winner of that promotional playoff will go up. Nobody else goes up. So if you don't win the league, essentially, you don't go up. Like that is brutal. That's brutal. Still a great start to where you at least assured a better season everyone. But yeah, exactly. And it's like, look, we brought a ton of players in because it's an amateur side, right? So they cost nothing. So we signed just a crap ton of amateur players, and we've done well. We've done well. We made the FA Vaz 6th round. We were expected to go out in the second qualifying round. There's only 2 qualifying rounds, by the way, but we were expected to go out in the second qualifying round, and we made the 6th round proper. Like, I can't complain. We were expected to go out of the combined counties Premier Division Cup in the first round, and we're in the final. And we were expected to be in the combined counties Division 1 Cup. We were expected to make the second round, and we're in the final as well of that. 6th round proper should be massive money also. Actually, to be honest with you, the combined counties cups have been worth a lot more, a lot more. But it's not been bad. It's not been bad. The FA Vaz, I think the FA Vaz 6th round, winning the FA Vaz 5th round gave us, I think, 3,000 or 4,000 quid. But then winning the combined counties, no, not the FA Cup. Not the FA Cup, Pond. The FA Vaz. So, did you get no one good for the 3 round? No. Not the FA Cup. The FA Vaz. We didn't. Level 10 doesn't play in the FA Cup. Only the top-ranked level 10 sides play in the FA Cup. Usually the FA Cup actually stops at level 9, and then if they have to fill like 5 or 6 spots, they bring up the best ranked level 10 sides. But you know, it makes more sense. Yeah, it's an FA treble challenge, so you have to win the FA Vaz and the FA Trophy and the FA Cup with the same club. And if you get sacked, you have to go all the way back to level 10 and you have to start again. So, and if you get promoted before you win any of the trophies, you have to go back to level 10 and you have to start again. So it's actually kind of hard because it's one of those things where it's like, if you don't win the cup, especially, oh, that's a great goal. It's a nicely cool collected goal from Czechia. They're back in it now. Right before half. So you have to win all 3 from the 10th tier. No. I mean, you can get promoted. Don't get me wrong. Like, you can win the FA Vaz, and Vanarama North South would be 6. So you have to win the FA Vaz, and then you can get promoted to like level 8, because the FA Trophy doesn't start until level 8. So then you get promoted to level 8, and you play in the FA Trophy. So you can get promoted, and you can get relegated. But if you win promotion out of level 9, you no longer play in the... So the Vaz is only 9 and 10. So if you get promoted out of level 9 before you win the Vaz, you have to leave the club and go to another club in level 10 and start all over. So it's like the Vaz is the hardest thing to win, because you only basically get 2 levels. Oh Lord, is there a mod or something at lower tiers than that in there? Yeah, that's the save. DB, there we go. This save is using the England Level 20 extension mod by Dan FM Databases, who's done just a phenomenal job. That's sick. It's a mess, and it's a great mod, but it's really weird. It's so weird to be playing in the doldrums of the English football pyramid, right? So I have his mod for FM16, and FM16 it's actually 23 levels, because the Mid Sussex Football League alone in FM16 was 11 levels. So back in 2016, most divisions ended at level 18 or 19. Um, Devon and Exeter League that had 4 divisions. Oh, well, 5. They had the Premier Division and Divisions 1, 2, 3, and 4. I was kind of planning to start a save as a completely new manager in the bottom of the bottom, and then eventually manage around the world. Like the journeyman, that's neat. I do. So it's halftime, by the way. Socceroos have had the better chances. Czechia literally had one shot that was worth 0.63 xg, and it was the goal, and that's the difference. How does it reflect the difference between a tier 13 and tier 14 player? So everything is scaled, right? So, for example, Pond, you might look at a player in a Vanarama National who's averaging about a 9 or a 10 for physical fitness and say they're okay for this level, right? If you go down to like level 13 or 14, they're going to be freaking incredible at that level. Do you know what I mean? So we have players, because the academy is not built at all, we have players who are coming through who have like a potential ability of like 2, 5, 10. And sometimes they play way above that, like way above that. But, you're looking at stats and you're looking at a lot of 1s and 2s on the attributes. Oh, that's a great shot, and that's an even better save. You're looking at a lot of attributes that are like 1, 2. You find a player that's got like, he's averaging like 5 or 6. That's great. So everything's scaled down like that. You know what I mean? Like, I have a player who came through the academy who has a potential ability of like 89, and I'm like, this guy's amazing, like, because we're in level 17. So it's just, wouldn't free signings from tier 8 academies washouts be great? They are, but tier 8 is still semi-professional, so most of those guys are actually looking for wages. So when you're a tier 8 washout, you're playing semi-professional, you're being paid a part-time contract, you're looking for another club that's going to pay you a part-time contract. That'll be like a level 9, a level 10 club. When you get down to levels 11 and 12 is when you start getting amateur clubs that are like everybody's amateur, like everybody across the board. So you don't pay them, and they don't expect to be paid, and those are the washouts you want when you're way down there, like way down there. Like I'm moving up to level 17 next season, so it's one of those things where that's what you're looking for. Here's some of the guys. Ayrton, like I'm looking at a screenshot of my squad, right? Ayrton Dempsey came through the academy, or I'm sorry, Alcine Sila came through the academy. He's age 19. He has a current ability of 1 and a potential ability of 2. He has 2 cornering, 6 crossing, 2 dribbling, 5 finishing, 8 first touch, 1 free kick, 1 heading, 2 long shots, 1 long throws, 3 marking, passing is a 4, penalty taking is a 12, tackling is a 2, technique is a 5. Like, this guy, like, there's just nothing about him that's very special. His highest ability is aggression and teamwork, and that's 13. And he has 2 stats that are 12s, and that's natural fitness and penalty taking. And then he has, I think I can play for your team right now if you offer me a contract with those skills. Yeah. He has 3 abilities that are 11. Determination, and I'm sorry, he has 2 abilities that are 11. Determination and acceleration. Like, that is it. Who else? Do you need a 6-foot goalie with a leg and absolute no? So not quite, because we're also using a community save. So members of the old CLG Discord community, as well as just fans in general, asked to be in the save, the reboot of the save. So we've created them. And we actually had so many people come through that we filled out the starting 11. So most of the starting 11 are actually community. Yes, Counterlogic Gaming. CLG is dead, for those that don't know. Counterlogic Gaming is dead. But a lot of us old CLG fans stuck together, and we actually still talk to each other daily through Discord. And a lot of those members in the Discord wanted to be in the save because I used to do a CLG save way back in FM16. I did it briefly for like a season or two. And I said, you know what, I'm going to retire from commentating Counter-Strike, and I'm going to reboot CLG FC. So I wasn't a League fan. I was a Counter-Strike fan. So I couldn't tell you anything about League of Legends, unfortunately. A lot of the guys that you will see on the CLG team here, they're League of Legends fans. Most of them are. But I was a CLG Red fan. I was a CS fan. So I actually, on that note, 1 second. They gave us the checker pulled one back again. Look at that. This is round of 32 at the World Cup. So for a lot of us who were old members of CLG, they actually made caricatures and posted them on a wall in their CLG office in LA. So I actually have a caricature of myself as a CLG Red supporter, right? So they made this, they put this on the wall, and they called it the Faithful Wall in their office. So when CLG died, I contacted one of the staff members there and said, look, if you pack these up in a box and ship it to me, I will pay you the shipping costs, and I will send them to all of these members. So I spent the last 15 months, I want to say, tracking down the members who had caricatures on the Faithful Wall and sending them their caricatures. So mine at the bottom says CLG Red supporter because I was a big Counter-Strike fan and a big fan of the CLG Red Counter-Strike team. But most of them say, like, you know, League of Legends fan, community moderator, things like that. They had stuff for artists. I have one back there for the artists. I can't track. There's two members I wasn't able to track down. So I have one of them. I'll grab it real quick. So this one is their illustrator who made the old league team. This is the old league team. I'm sure you remember, right? Darshan and Afromu and Huhi and is that Stixay? And then I don't remember him. But the old league team. So Lolar Blob was their artist. The only problem I have is, if I remember correctly, Lolar Blob was Chinese, and Twitter is not used in China. In fact, most social media sites are not used in China, right? Like Instagram and all. So I have not been able to. I don't have a Reddit account, so no, I have not posted it to Reddit. But I will say this: somebody within the CLG Discord actually did post it to Reddit, and I never got. They never reached out and contacted me. Barry James,
by my own code now.
Welcome in. That's how I would track them down on the CLG sub. I might ask the CLG Discord again for their help because I have two I need to ship. One is Lolar Blob, and the other one I can't remember is upstairs. But yeah, I do remember one of them being Chinese, and I couldn't track them down. I said I couldn't track them down. They actually responded to me on Twitter when I showed them when I posted the tweet that had their frame in it, and they said yes, they would like it. And I did a super short stream. I just realized I need to be up early. That's all good. Welcome in, Raiders. We're watching the World Cup. This is the round of 32. Australia 3-2 up on Chelsea. This has actually been a really entertaining game. But is it going to be? I was going to say, is it going to get tied here? So no. U.S. is out. They lost to Ecuador. First game in a round of 32. The U.S. lost to Ecuador. So it's currently 1 a.m. for me. I need to be up at 7. Yeah. Have a good night, Barry. Don't stay here too late, mate. Take care. So Lolar Blob actually is as of right now, yes, but he needs to not be. He needs to not be. So, I mean, there's just like the IRL or in game. So in game he's still managing, and IRL he's still managing. So the only problem I have is I used fake players by accident. So I made the mistake of checking used fake players. So now fucking nobody's in the game, and it's my biggest mistake with the save. My biggest mistake with the save, hands down. But I'm already going into season 4, and I don't feel like changing it or starting all over again. So there's no real players, unfortunately, no. But Berhalter, the guy who would be Berhalter, is still in the game. But once you're like 20 seasons, yeah, that's my other thing. It's like, honestly, you don't even wait 20 seasons. Once you get about 10 seasons in, most of the players are changed up. So this is going to be season 4. So by the time I get anywhere close to the top flight with the club, there's not going to be any real players left, right? I saw something. Hold on. I was just looking at something and I'm like, I can't. So Australia through. They win in Monterrey versus Czechia 3-2. The U.S. were caught offsides 9 times in their match versus Ecuador. They couldn't get through. So I'm in the 32 summer window, and I'd say Prem teams are about half real. Wow. And you're only in 2032, and the game starts in what, 2024? So I'm in 2026. So Sweden beats Uruguay 4-2. Chile knocks out Denmark 2-1. David Nyholm, so sad for you. Great man, really kind. Just super unfortunate when it comes to football. Spain skate by Turkey 1-0 as well. So that's the round of 32 done. Let's keep moving on. We got Colombia and the Netherlands, and then we've got Morocco and Korea. And that'll be round of 32 done. Thank you for the follow, Fast Eddie. Yeah, I started a fictional club also, but I started with 0 players and I have 8 months to trial sign players and build a squad. That seems like a friggin' nightmare, but that seems like an awesome challenge, actually. I feel that way about my Worcester Park save in FM10 because the players were just horrible, like just horrible on that side. And they were like, "Yo, we need to bring a new player." I think I signed like 9 or 10 players in the first season because and I had to fire my scout as well. I signed 9, 10 players and fired my scout because I had my scout go out. It's actually easier than I thought it would be. I'm a month in and I found some real young talent for the level. Nice. I had my Jesus fucking Christ, Aquini Kun, you're not leaving the club, mate. Let's hold on. There you go. Yes, the Richie towel that's fine. For Richie towel, that's fine. So what do you call it? So my FM10 save, I signed like 10 players, but I filled a full 11 out, and 4 or 5 of them are guaranteed star level. Nice. Yeah, I had him search for a striker for me, right? So I had him search for a lot of pieces because the club was basically set up to only play a 4-4-2, and I wanted to play a 4-2-3-1. So I had him search out defensive midfielders. I signed 3 of them. One of them turned out to be like pretty average, but the other 2 are doing okay. I had him search out for a striker, right? Or I'm sorry, I had him search out for a center back, I should say. I'm also going to save the game real quick. Warner's homegrown now. Whoa, that's big. Sean Warner homegrown. That's big. And I signed the 2 center backs that he gave me. The one's been phenomenal, and the other guy's been a bit disappointing. But then I signed 3 strikers that he recommended. Thank you for the follow, Pod. Appreciate it, by the way. Big thank you. I signed. Be back later. All right. I signed 3 strikers that he recommended, and they have scored collectively across 45 games 4 goals. And I'm like, there's no way we're that impotent in front of goal. Like, we just cannot score in front of goal. So we will do Australia-Spain for the July 3rd game. Do we have a game July 3rd? We have a game July 4th, which I think we'll have to cancel because I think it'll be a World Cup round of 16. So let's get into the next game. Uh, it's mainly a World Cup watch-along party today. Just a heads up. We're going to be watching the World Cup all the way through its conclusion, and then we're going to instant result the friendlies we have, and we'll get into Season 4. Season 4 will actually start at on a later stream. So we do this every summer. Every off-season we watch a tournament. We watch the 24 Euros. France beat Colombia. I'm sorry, Colombia. I'm staring at Colombia. France beat Spain in that one. Then we watched the 2025 Gold Cup. Now we're watching the 2026 World Cup. And we'll have probably the 27 Gold Cup next year. So Colombia and the Netherlands. This is going to be an interesting one. And it's raining. But yeah, I fired my scout in FM10 because of that debacle with the strikers. So then I found a national reputation scout who had just got fired from his job, who wound up signing to us on a free for no wage, and I'm like, how? So I'm confident in our striker going forward. I think in our scouting going forward. So as long as I can hold on to the guy, but yeah, FM10 is brutal because there's no touchline shouts, there's no team meetings, there's no. You got to make tactical changes or subs, and that's all you get. And I know they're taking touchline shouts away in 25, which I'm sad at because I don't know how else you really turn a game around that's going to shit outside of shouts. So, Colombia could be kind of dangerous in this one, actually. They've looked all right in common ball so far. Speaking of Colombia, though, actually, I think there's a chance they could win Copa America. I still favor Argentina, but Colombia look good. They look very good. So, I think Copa America, Colombia might be good enough to take it home. We'll see if they can do the same here in the 26 World Cup. Playing the Netherlands here. So we got the Dutch, who looked good in their win, by the way. 3-0 over, who'd they beat? Who'd they beat? Who did the Dutch beat? Serbia? No, not Serbia. Who did the Dutch beat at the Euros? They beat somebody at the Euros. Romania, that's right. They beat Romania. They got Turkey next. Turkey looked good. Turkey could. That's going to be amazing, man. Turkey and Switzerland could be a semifinal. That would be crazy. That'd be absolutely crazy. What's the bracket like? Would they face each other in the semifinals? Oh my God! How is one half of the bracket Spain, Germany, Portugal, France? How has the? Oh my God Almighty! You're telling me there's an outside chance that Turkey or Switzerland are going to make the Europa or the European final? Wow. That's kind of crazy, actually. It's the kind of shit that if you look at this bracket, this is what agitates the piss out of me, man. If you look at this bracket and you look at England, you're like, obviously with Southgate, I know they've looked poor. Any other manager, you would look at this bracket and say, honestly, there should be no excuse for England not to get to the final. Like, and that's what it just destroys me, man. It just destroys me. It destroys me that like it kills me that like a side like Slovenia and Slovakia and Austria all played really well, are all out of the tournament, but then France and England are still in the tournament and they have looked absolutely terrible. Like France has not scored a goal from open play. That's not an own goal. They've not scored a goal themselves from open play. Like it's just terrible. Uh, where's the Golden Boot winner? That should be there, right? Where is the Golden Boot winner? Oh, it doesn't tell me how many own goals have been scored. Oh, one own goal. There have been, what, 9 own goals in the Euros so far? 9? God. What a tournament from Mika Tutse, though. The Georgian player. The Georgian player. What a tournament from him. Gakpo's looked okay. So, anyway. It's enough about the Euros for now. But we got World Cup going on. We were looking at World Cup qualification, by the way. That's what I meant to say. We were looking at World Cup qualification. So I started in Asia before everybody came in here. I was looking at it and saying, okay, third round, Group A, Iran, Qatar, Uzbekistan, UAE, Kyrgyzstan, North Korea. You would think, as that's a really muted first half, by the way, it's just dreadful from both teams. 3 shots. That is just a fucking awful first half. You would think, though, in that Asian qualifying that Iran and Qatar are going to be the 2 teams. Maybe UAE, but Iran and Qatar, you think. And then Group B is Korea, Iraq, Jordan, Oman, Palestine, Kuwait. If Korea does not qualify for the World Cup and their group is Iraq, Jordan, Oman, Palestine, and Kuwait, there is something wrong with them. I know they fired Klinsmann, don't get me wrong. Who is their manager, actually? Have they actually replaced? Oh, it's still vacant. They have not replaced it. It's still vacant. Group C is Japan, Australia, Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, China, Indonesia. You got to think it's Australia and Japan. So, and then the 3rd and 4th place teams go to the 4th round. 2 groups of 3, and the winner of that will go through to the winner of those groups will also go through the World Cup. And then the 2nd place of the 4th round groups will go to the 5th round and play each other in a home and away, and the winner of that will go to the Interconfederation playoffs. That is a goal for the Dutch. Brian van der Brink has broken the deadlock for the Europeans. Strong header. Quintero couldn't get to it. Van der Brink has scored, and the Dutch now lead what has been a dreadful match, 1-0. All right, so that's Asia done. Let's look at Africa. There's only 2 rounds in Africa, right? So what's the format? Teams are drawn into 9 groups of 6. The winners will go to the World Cup. The 4 best runners-up out of 6 will go into a playoff bracket to determine the team that goes to the Interconfederation playoffs. So Group A, Egypt, Guinea-Bissau, Burkina Faso, Sierra Leone, Ethiopia, Djibouti. That's the standings. Egypt are 4 points clear. They still have to play a lot of games. I didn't realize World Cup qualification is still this far off. I thought we were way more advanced, right? Egypt have 10 points in 4 games. They got to play, what? Each team's going to play 10? Group B, Sudan leads. Senegal second. So it's 10 for Sudan, 8 for Senegal. Democratic Republic of the Congo got 7. Togo got 3. South Sudan's got 2. Mauritania has 1. Group C, they also have, everybody's got 6 to play. Group C, Rwanda's leading. South Africa is second. They're both on 7 points, with Benin on 7 points. Lesotho's got 5. Nigeria's got 3. Zimbabwe's got 2. Who did South Africa lose to? They beat Benin 2-1. They lost to Rwanda, so the team leading the group. And they drew Nigeria. How about that? That's a good cross, but dealt with well by the Dutch. Group D, Cameroon leads on 8. Libya's got 7. Cape Verde's got 7. Cape Verde's one to watch. They're getting a little. This is like the golden generation for Cape Verde, and they're starting to show their age a bit. Angola's got 6. Mauritius has 4. Eswatini has nothing. Okay. Group E, Morocco leads on 9. Niger has 6. Tanzania has 6. Zambia has 3. Congo's got nothing. And Eritrea has been expelled. Or they withdrew. Sorry. Dutch almost had a second there. Probably should have, but. Group F, Cote d'Ivoire on 10. Gabon has 9. Burundi has 7. Kenya 5. Gambia 3. Seychelles have nothing. Oh, but Seychelles 2 goals for 22 against. Wow. Group G, Algeria has 9. Mozambique has 9. Botswana has 6. Ghana has 6. Uganda has 6. Ghana has the head-to-head right now. Somalia has 0. Group H, Tunisia has 10. Namibia has 8. Liberia has 7. Malawi has 6. Equatorial Guinea has 3. Sao Tome and the Principe has nothing. And then Group I, Comoros has 9. They lead Group I. Ghana has 9. Madagascar has 7. Mali 5. Central African Republic 4. Chad nothing. The best runners-up right now are Gabon, Ghana, Mozambique, and Namibia. If the World Cup were to start today, South Africa and Senegal would not make it. How about that? So, Jordan Ayew has 4 goals. Jordan Ayew's still fucking playing? He's not that old. He's 32. He's still at Palace. I didn't even realize Jordan Ayew was still at Palace, let alone playing. Wow. Things you learn every day. There should be 2. Oh, that's a good save. Oh, it's offsides. Yeah, it's offsides. Vandenbrink, Vander Kerkhoff. Jason DeGraat. Oh, that's a good ball. How he's found that ball, I have no idea. Good chance, but maybe needed another pass in that. Who's next, by the way? Oh, we got CONCACAF. So CONCACAF is just convoluted, man. It's fucking so confusing. So the first round were the bottom 4 ranked teams. Anguilla got by Turks and Caicos Islands on pens. And the British Virgin Islands got by the U.S. Virgin Islands on pens. Then second round, which has just started, the top 2 go to the third round. Honduras has 6, Cuba has 3, Cayman Islands 3, Antigua and Barbuda 1, Bermuda 1. That's Group A. Group B, Costa Rica leads with 6, Trinidad and Tobago have 4, St. Kitts and Nevis 3, Grenada 1, Bahamas 0. Group C, Curacao 6, Haiti 6, St. Lucia 1, Aruba 1, Barbados 0. Group D, Nicaragua 6, Panama 6, Guyana 3, Montserrat 0, Belize 0. Group B, Guatemala 6, Jamaica 6, Dominican Republic 3, Dominica 0, British Virgin Islands 0. They haven't even scored in their 2 games. And then Group F, Suriname 6, Puerto Rico 4, El Salvador 4. God, what the fuck's happened to El Salvador? St. Vincent and the Grenadines 0, Anguilla 0. So, the third round will be 3 groups of 12 teams. The best 3 will go to the World Cup. The 2 best second place teams will go to a 4th round. Or no, they both go straight to an interconfederation playoff. How about that? So, common ball. Common ball's easy. Maybe should have scored there, the Dutch, but they're still holding on to 1-0. They've played the better side here. They've played as the better side. They've been the better side. And Beher. Oh, such a good ball movement. De Graaf, that's just impossible for De Graaf to win against 3. Oh, what a cheeky chip. Oh, I was going to say, it could have fallen to that back post. That would have been a cheeky goal. But common ball is just literally round robin, one group stage, right? Yeah, double round robin. So top 6 go to the World Cup now. And 7th goes to the Interconfederation Playoffs. Top 6 is Argentina on 15, Uruguay on 13, Colombia on 12, Venezuela on 9, Ecuador on 5. I'm sorry, on 8. They were deducted 3 points for fielding an ineligible player during the previous World Cup qualification cycle. Brazil only has 7 points. Brazil's lost 3 games. Who'd they lose to? They drew Venezuela, they lost to Uruguay, they lost to Colombia, and then they lost to Argentina. Okay, so the 3 teams you would expect them if they were going to lose to anybody. Paraguay's got 5, Chile's got 5, Bolivia's got 3, Peru is the worst team on 2. They haven't won a game yet. And that is going to seal it. Beyer will score. The Dutch are 2-0 up with a ticket to the round of 16 at the World Cup. It's a good long ball. Very good long ball. Vanderbrink again. I believe he scored the first. I mean, why is Beyer so unmarked in the box, right? Why is he alone like that? Caught on the break is Colombia. It's 2-0. What else do we have? OFC, right? Oceania actually gets a spot guaranteed now. There are 11 members. And the first round is the 4 lowest ranked teams, which will be in a bracket. We don't know who those teams are yet, so they actually haven't started at all yet. And who goes through? Only the winner goes through the second round. Wow. And then they play 2 groups of 4, double round robin. And the top 2 go to the third round, which is another bracket. And only the winner will go to the World Cup, and the loser will go to the Interconfederation Playoffs. And then UEFA is the last one. What is this? 12 groups of 4 or 5 teams will play double round robin. The group winners will all qualify for the World Cup. 16 teams, 12 group winners, and the 12 group runners up, and the 4 best Nations League groups winner. The fucking Nations League coefficient shit is so confusing. I hate this shit. I really do. It just It makes everything confusing. Everything confusing. That finish outside the top two of the pot will be drawn to 4 paths, playing 2 rounds of single matches, playoffs. Semifinals with seeded teams host, followed by finals. The 4-path winner. Oh my god, why is that so convoluted? There you go. We'll know more, I guess. We'll know more after probably March of who's looking like they're going to qualify. So the Dutch are through 2-0 over Colombia. They dominated Colombia. Colombia had glimpses. Here's the big one that I'm interested in too. Morocco versus Korea. But that is, woo! Colombia and the Netherlands gone. There's something getting him down. I think it might be wanting a new contract here. He wants a new contract. He's listed as a star player, and we're paying him £500 a week. All right, I'm going to save the game before I go into these contract negotiations. I could totally give Sheamus a new contract. Like, I don't have a problem with that. But it depends on how much he actually wants. So we'll discuss. I feel I deserve a new contract for. Listen, I think that's fine. I honestly think that offering a new contract is discuss new contract with agent. Uh, would want a wage between 1.7 and 1.2 a week. Minimum fee release clause for higher divisions. He's not getting that. A non-promotion release clause of 350K. Thanks for the feedback. Uh, what does he want? He wants a shorter contract, right? He wants a well, he wants a 2-year. It's not really. I don't want to say I'm not willing to negotiate their inclusion in any deal. We're going to need to agree. Fair enough. I'm prepared to move forward regardless. Okay, cool. Offer contract. Star player is fine. That is easy. Minimum free release clause. Remove and exclude from negotiations. That's just not fucking happening, mate. I'm sorry. We're still getting the contract extension after promotion for 2 years, and the optional contract extension for 2 additional years. I'm American, mate. We're locking your ass down for a long time. You're American too. Wage, loyalty bonus. Wage is kind of high. Uh, I'll throw in. I'm gonna knock this down to 1.4, but I'll throw in a bonus for winning, and I'll throw in a bonus for winning. Oh my God, you want 1.9? That's not gonna happen, mate. I'll do 1.5. Optional extension probably club. This don't tell me this is gonna happen with every fucking player. I'll be so pissed. I'm giving you literally 9.75 if we get promoted. That's the club goal anyway. 1.7, and you're taking we're getting that optional contract and the contract extension if we do get promoted. I'm literally only 2K. All right, fuck off. uh Dude said he wanted 1.5. Dude said he wanted what? 1.5 to 1.9. So I offered him 1.4. Then he said it's not good enough. So then I came back with 1.5. That remember 1.9 was the high end of his range. And then he asked for one, and I said 1.7, and he said it's not good enough. Man, and gave him a 9.4K bonus if we won promotion. If we achieved the club's target, we would have given him 9.4K. And he said that it wasn't good enough. Do yourself a favor. Fuck off. That's quite frankly, get out. I don't know what else to say. So, oh, that's nice. Oh, anyway, it is what it is. We'll move on. We've got Morocco, Korea. Uh, interested in this one. I'm interested to see how far Korea can go. So these contracts we already know are expiring. Nothing big there. We're just gonna let them walk on a free. So no big deal. Uh, so we've got about another hour 43 left, so we should get into the round of 16 games. They're right around the corner there. That's the first one. It it takes a while to process because it's a large database. It's a 393,000 player database. But in addition, we've got what 3 days to get through. So I want to say each day is about 5 minutes. So you're looking at about 15 minutes to get to that one from this one, maybe less. What else happened, by the way? Argentina knocked out Greece on pens. Italy scooted by Nigeria 1-0. Germany knocked out Mexico 4-2. So Mexico go out in the round of 32 as well. Oh, Italy, Argentina should be good. Netherlands, Germany actually might be good too. And then the last day should be the fourth. So I probably am going to have to cancel that friendly. Anyway, England 2-0 over Brazil. England have knocked out Brazil. But, I mean, given the state Brazil's in right now, that's not, I mean, it's still impressive, but it's not, you know, if this was like a 2006, a 2008 scoreline, you'd be like, whoa. But uh, Brazil's kind of got a lack of talent right now, and England kind of has a whole blessing of talent. So that's understandable. Morocco, South Korea, it's just a no. So let's go to the schedule. Where's my schedule here? I'm sorry, we're gonna have to cancel the friendly. That's unfortunate. Um, but this will be let me go back to the World Cup, by the way, real quick. Go back, go back, go back, go to schedule. So round of 16, boom, 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 boom. Then it's more than likely quarterfinals, semifinals. So if I want, the sixth is open for a friendly. So let's go to the schedule and let's arrange a friendly for we have an under 18s friendly that day. But we're going to do let's see if we can get Henlehan back and just do the friendly on that day. We'll move into Morocco, Korea in the meantime. Let's see how that one goes. This one should be a good one here. Is this Canada? Are they playing this in Canada? We'll see. So we've got round of 32 matchup here. No, this is AT&T Stadium, which I believe is in is that Texas? That's Dallas, isn't it? AT&T Stadium. I believe that's Dallas's. Arlington, which is Dallas. But yeah, that's the one the Cowboys play at. Korea in the red, Morocco in the green. We're underway with our final round of 32 matchup here. That is just a god-awful pass to start this round of 32 matchup with. Oh my god. That's terrible. Rabbit. That one's over. So. We've had a pretty, I'll put it this way, we've had pretty normal, nothing crazy in terms of the teams that have won these competitions. US won the Gold Cup last year. France won the Euros. Nothing hugely surprising. Wondering if that's still going to be the case here with the World Cup. So we'll see. Good ball movement here. This player really doesn't know where he's going or what to do. He's just taking up space on the pitch right now. It's a good cross. Back post. Oh, and it just couldn't get ahead to it. It will be a corner. So Yuki Su will take the corner. So so that's a good ball. He's got to catch up with that. Oh, he's just kept it in. All right, I was gonna say they got the best out of that with a shot. It was good ball movement to get it back, like towards the frame, because there was a good chance they could have passed it into nothing or dribbled it into nothing when it was stuck so deep in that corner. But you know, good ball movement. There's not enough width. There's not enough width here. They're just going nowhere with the ball. Like, guys. There you go. It's going to go back. Oh, my God. Is this England? Oh, no. Ball over the top. Good run. Yuki Su. Oh, he's hit the bar with that effort. Wow. I thought there's no way he's going to take that on the volley and that's going to be anywhere close. And he struck the bar, and I was like, okay, hold on. Hang on. He's up for it. Switch the ball. Yeah. Yeah, no reason to drag the. If you're gonna want to drag the defender with you, there's no reason to dribble up to him. Just stay wide and have him come out, and that way somebody can come back to fill the space. If you dribble into the space and then dribble him wide, you're not giving your trailing man enough time to fill the space. So with the trailing run, you just eliminate the trailing run before it starts. Essentially, this is why you always want to stay wide. Not a good ball to turn over there. So, it's not a good clearance. Bukhari. It's good. Now that is really good ball movement. Sorry, that's a good save. That's a very good save. I think he could be off. No, flag stayed down. Now the flag goes up. What is the point of that? Just play the advantage. 27 minutes in. Good cross. Back post. Oh, it's over. Again. I don't know how he's recovered that ball. Just back turn to goal, that's what you get. You got no idea where you want to go with the ball, and you're that deep in the opponent's third. You are gonna cough the ball up pretty much every time. So Yeoman Sung's done okay. Oh, that's a good one, and that's a corner. That is going to be a corner. So Korea got a corner here. Oh, sitting on the mic. And it's a absolutely terribly taken corner. Troy Daesu, sorry. You got the man inside. Cut back inside. You've done nothing with it. You've won a corner, sure. But the man, you turned one time that he has so much space to angle in one. Like, if you're dribbling towards the byline, you got to play more heads up. Another terrible corner. I hope people realize, by the way, the problem that the Euros had is going to be present at the 26 World Cup too. Oh, that's fell brilliant. Oh, he's hit the bar. Oh, that fell brilliantly to him. That was an absolute gift. And he's hit the bar. I don't believe it. I do not believe that. That's twice they've hit the bar now in the opening 35 minutes. That is a bad giveaway. That's a very good cut up from Yuki Su. Oh, good turn. And it's a goal as well. Lee Jong-hoon has put the Koreans in front. A really good turn on the ball. Very good turn on the ball here. First off, that's a good interception. But then the question is, where does he go from here? And the fact that he just pivots and turns on the ball to create the space, that's the best thing he could have done, because he had no options to get that ball forward. No run, nothing to help the ball find space. So he just made it himself. Very good goal. So, Tricky's done well to cut that out. Now might be Morocco with a chance. Mohammed. Achiri. Oh, it's a good run. Had to be cleared. That was a potentially very dangerous ball. Good cross. Oh, that's it. That is in a danger area, and it's headed away. And it needed to be. That was knocked down in a very dangerous area. Great corner, but wasted header. So, we're approaching half-time. 2 booking seats, but it's Lee Jong-hoon from Lee Byung-min who makes the difference. 3 minutes of added time in the first half. Wow, there it is. Actually, the XG race miles ahead for Korea as well. 0.49 ahead. And they've made one change at half. And we are back underway with the second half of the final round of 32 matchup. We got 4 more coming for the round of 16. We got 2 more coming for the quarterfinals. 2 more coming for the semifinals, and the third place in the finals. We got 10 games left after this one concludes. 10 games we'll be watching at the World Cup. So next stream will more than likely be on the weekend. We do want to bring in Hearts of Iron as well because I've been absolutely hooked on that game. And part of me wants to. Oh, that's Saidi with a no contact injury. That is brutal. I do want to kind of see how my offline HOI game concludes because I'm in 1944. So I have 12 years left. I get it. That's a pretty significant time. But I am 8 years into the game, and it's really crazy. And it's only going to get, I think, more crazy. I've had, like, do you play other Paradox games? I used to play Europa Universalis. I owned the first one. I still have it on CD, actually. I haven't played anything else outside of those two. Hearts of Iron has been the main thing. I do want to try Europa Universalis 4 as well. But, like, that's such a good run and header, and it's just a shame it wasn't on target. Like, I'm not interested in Crusader Kings. Like, I wouldn't play that. But so many X packs now. Yeah, like the HOI, I'm like, I don't know if I buy the expansions or just stick, because I've heard a lot of the expansions for HOI 4 are also done in the mods that you can get for HOI 4, and I'm playing the mods through HOI 4. There's I have Kaiserschaft or something like that. Kaiser something. Oh, it's tipped over. I enjoy the game unmod. What about what's Viki? Is that Viking Kings? Is that what is that? Victoria 3. I think I own a Victoria. Let me check Steam real quick. I'm pretty sure I own a Victoria game. Actually. Let me click off installed in favorites. I have Victoria 2. So maybe I need to install Victoria 3. So yeah, I own 2, yeah. So but I'd be interested in like maybe Victoria. Hearts, if you want, I can give you the heads up for when there's free weekends or the like. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, I would be down. But Hearts of Iron has been the main one. Like, I've played HOI 1, I've played HOI 2, I've played HOI 3, I've played HOI 4. Like, 4 I'm really enjoying a lot. Like, a lot. Way more than I thought I would. Because I didn't enjoy 3 at all. Single and multiplayer. I always mainly single player it. I do kind of crazy stuff. So HOI 4, my offline save, I've been kind of stuck with the console. Like the console commands have been a bit of a crutch for me. I'm just gonna try to get off of them, but I need to learn how the mods operate too. Oh, now Morocco have struck the bar. Oh my word. Like Road to 56, I didn't know how it was gonna play out. I played a offline save through HOI 4 from 1936 through to 1949. And that was that. The Allies won that one eventually. And I had a huge. I was playing as Yugoslavia in that game, and I had which is traditionally who I actually do play as. And I had a huge fight to keep Italy out of my territory because obviously they wanted Lubanja in that game, and they made a claim on it, and they asked for it, and I said no, and then we went to war, and they kicked my ass pretty good. But I managed to fight them off eventually till we basically signed a truce. So I managed to keep it, but I got pretty decimated in it. And I basically was out of the game. After that war happened, which I think was 42 or 43, I was basically out of the whole rest of the game. So it was like, oh, God. It's brutal. But in Road to 56, I'm playing as Hungary, and that's been a lot more enjoyable. I've managed to reconstruct Austria-Hungary in its entirety. And that's been a crazy game because I set the AI. You were Smoloslavia. Yeah, exactly. I was getting powerful. for a while, and then I just got absolutely smacked by Italy because Italy had won the war in East Africa, and the Axis hadn't joined the Axis yet, and Germany was the only country in the Axis, and Germany was befriending me because they wanted to align me in the Axis, and then Italy came in with a claim, and I said no, and Italy just smoked the shit out of me then, and I was like, oh fuck, but oh, I thought maybe that could have been Olympico style. 4 minutes for Korea here to get into the round of 16, but the Hungary's been really enjoyable. I own a lot. That's over. I own as Hungary, I managed to wipe out Romania, Moldova, Ukraine, Poland, wiped out Italy, took over all the Baltic states except Bulgaria and Greece and Turkey. They still exist. Bulgaria actually went to war with uh, Greece and took a lot of the Greek territory off them. Korea are through. Look at that. Well, Italy historically got bogged down in the Balkans. Yeah, yeah. But I didn't bog them down too much. They kicked my ass. Oh, good. They've rearranged. That's good. So, training schedules. Cool. Uh, England beat Brazil. Like we said, Ivory Coast have knocked out Iran. Korea knocks out Morocco. Ukraine will knock out Paraguay. So there you go. Now we've got the final. Who we did? Well, Korea, Ukraine, England, Ivory Coast. England should roll Ivory Coast, but that'll be an interesting one. We're gonna attend Korea, Ukraine because my manager in this game is Korean. So we have that. So we have 4 more round of 16 matches coming up. And then we've got the quarterfinals, the semifinals, and the third place game, and the final. So, but they are a major, yeah. So the Hungary save I have right now is really interesting. I actually own the 2 islands too. What is it, Corsica and the 2 islands closest to Italy, the 2 bigger ones. I own those because I had to go to war with France after I waged war on Poland because I wanted Katowice because I had a core on it. And I wound up wiping out Sardinia. Yeah, I wound up wiping out France. But then France were part of the Allies, which included Japan, the U.S., Costa Rica, El Salvador, Mexico. And the U.S. was getting ready to naval invade, and I didn't have enough units to. My shores were so big by then because I had taken over Ukraine and Poland and all that, and I'm like, I don't have the troops to defend the French shoreline and and like Danzig and the Ukrainian shoreline. Like I just don't have the troops for it. So I went to the U.S. and said, "Look, I'll give you a white peace if you want." And they said yes, but made me release France. But I kept the island. So uh, that's the only thing I took from France. So and then England went to war with France. England is actually the Axis in the game, in the offline save I'm playing. England is the Axis, and they're aligned with Italian East Africa, and the Allies have like Sudan, and it's just the world's gone crazy. England started fractured, so like Wales started as a country, Northern Ireland started as a country, Scotland started as a country, and England went to war with Ireland, and they went to war with Scotland. They wiped out Scotland. Ireland is still there, and it's just been nuts. England took over all of France, pushed them into Africa, started taking them over in Africa, and the French pushed them off the African continent. So, and Sudan won the war against Italian East Africa and Africa. It's been a crazy freaking game. It's been a crazy save. So, the Japanese actually had a civil war, which is why they joined the Allies. They went into a civil war, and uh, so you're aligned with. I am not aligned right now. I am not aligned. So Japan started the Civil War, lost the Civil War. That turned them democratic. They joined the Allies. The Soviets started fractured, started to start the Comintern, and actually invite all of the nations that they were fractured into the Comintern. Most of them accepted. Then a civil war broke out in Russia, and they almost lost it. They were like 80% towards capitulation, and they somehow fought it all the way back and are about to win the civil war. So I'm not aligned right now, but I've got a huge border with the Soviet Union, and whatchamacallit, they're in the Comintern. There's another alliance, which is the United Chinese Front, which is China, who won the war with Japan. Are you looking to pick of Axis cores or Allies cores? I want to wipe out some of the other independent nations. So like Germany started the game fractured. They're like I took over Prussia, which was the last core that I owned. I just took over Prussia in 44. So now like Hanover still exists, Saxony still exists. Like those kind of things. And most of those actually aligned with the Allies. So I don't want to fuck with them. I don't want to mess with the rest of the German independent states. Um, and there's a united Scandinavian front, which is Denmark, Norway, Sweden, Iceland, Greenland, and Lithuania, and Estonia, but and Latvia. But Belarus was part of the Comintern, and then they had a coup, or I should say, I think maybe had an election or something, but they turned away from communist. So uh, they're independent, and I have a big border with them. So I'm like, look, if I want a little bit more land and a little bit more industry, they might be the ones that wipe out. Bulgaria and Greece are also that way. Turkey, I don't want to mess with because the Soviet Union and England are both guaranteeing their independence. So if I mess with Turkey, I have to go to war with the Axis and the Comintern, and I don't want to do that. That's not something I want to mess with. Leagues in focus. Let's do leagues in focus real quick. The only league that's underway right now is MLS. Montreal at the top by 12, and then it's DC, Philly, New England, and Inter Miami. Look at that. 1 point separates second from fifth. NYCFC is 28th, Chicago 20, or I should say 6th on 28. Chicago's got 28. Columbus is 8th, Toronto 9th. Cincinnati are on the outside looking in by a point. Nashville's at the bottom. In the West, it's the Galaxy on 41. And then Vancouver's second, Sporting Kansas City's third, LAFC is fourth, Portland is fifth. They're all 36 points. Real Salt Lake is sixth, Austin seventh, Colorado eighth, Minnesota is ninth, San Jose outside looking in by 2 points, and it's Dallas at the bottom. Nashville's the worst team in the league. That's leagues in focus. We will monitor. We always monitor. Oh, I need to change this, by the way. This is now going to become that is level 16, right? I don't think. Yeah, level 6. Level 16. Lancashire and Cheshire Amateur League Division 2. That's the division above us. So still a lot of reserve teams. Division above us: Astley Reserves, Croft Reserves, Elton Lib Hargreaves, uh, Fenniscowls, and Pleasanton Reserves. What a name! Langho Reserves, Lord Raglan, Mill Hill Reserves, Mill Hill St. Peter, Richmond Rovers, and a team literally just called Rolls. Okay. Uh, that's the division above us. Our division, by the way, Badger Casuals, Carlton Sports Club, Cone United, us, Langho under 21s, Lim Reserves, Old Blackburnians Reserves, Rolls Reserves, South Manchester, and Standish St. Wilfrid's Reserves. There you go. Look at those names way down here. So we are going to keep on keeping on. We got 4 contracts expiring. That should give us a little bit of wages back. How do the under 21s play? So it's because it's England level 20. What you have is you'll have the main team play in like level 11, level 12, or whatever. And because the clubs are amateur, they don't pay a fee to be in like the English like reserve leagues, right? Like a Premier League 2 or whatever, right? Because they're amateur sides. So they send the reserve teams down 3 or 4 divisions to play. And then they send the under 18s down a further 3 or 4 divisions or 2 divisions, and then the under 18s, if they want an under 18 side, down another division. So that's what you have. That's how the amateur teams play their second or third like teams, because there's no reserved leagues for amateur clubs. So they just so the team's barred from promotion. So they can be promoted if another team or another branch of their club is not a division above us. So we have this, and maybe I'll show it to you. Give me 1 second. When this finishes, let me hit escape and see if this will stop processing. And I can actually show you a really good example. So it's built into the database, but if you have, say, Mill Hill, and they're in level 15, and you have Mill Hill reserves in level 17, and Mill Hill under 21s in level 18, and they lead the level 18, the Mill Hill under 21s, they just won't be promoted. They're just barred, and promotion will go to the next team in line. So that's how they mainly works. Relegation's the same way. Um, if you have same example, Mill Hill reserves are in level 17 and Mill Hill under 21s are in level 18, and Mill Hill reserves are the worst team in level 17. They'll be barred from relegation. They'll say they can't be relegated because uh, the team obviously they would play contracts set to expire. I will come back to. I'm going to come back to this. Contract set to expire. Let me do you and then stages and then go to see. So see here, what happens if the reserves are in 17 and get demoted and the under 21s are in 18th and get promoted? Do they swap names? I don't know. That's a good question. But you see here it says lim reserves cannot gain promotion. And the reason I think that is because if I go to the division above them, uh, that is, oh, you know what? I'd have to look at last season. Hold on. No, they weren't in last season. Maybe they're 2 divisions above them, but they were not allowed to gain promotion. We had it a few seasons ago as well. Uh, maybe down. Let me go down a division. Lancashire and Cheshire. Where are you? That's not Lancashire and Cheshire Amateur League. So this is Division A. Nope, stages. So last season, oh, we haven't had it in Division A. Fuck's sake. I don't know if they swap or the under 21s relegated to 19. I don't know. That's a good question. That's a really good question. I don't know how it's built, but this says AFC Oldham reserves cannot gain promotion, and the reason that they couldn't, because if I go to Lancashire and Cheshire Amateur League Division A, AFC Oldham, the main team, were actually in Division A. So the reserve team in Division B couldn't be promoted because the main team is only a division above them. But you can see, uh, like in all sorts of leagues, like Barry Bro under 18s cannot gain promotion, so they finished second, and the promotion place went to the team in third. So, and that's what most of the leagues are like. Most of the leagues have that stipulation built in. So, or have stipulations built in like that. So, it can be pretty cruel on teams that are on relegation. Like Leeds Modernians under 21s could not be relegated. So North Leeds, even though they finished a point better than them, they went down. So if a team got promoted up to like tier 8, could they sell a reserve slot in tier 10? No clue. That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know. But imagine Imagine if you were in one of these leagues and you had two or three teams that couldn't get relegated, and you finished like 11th, and you're going, oh, we had a good, and you go down anyway. Like that has to really suck. Like look at it. There you go. Look at this. Melbourne Port under 21s, Ilchester reserves, and Team Gryphon reserves all can't gain promotion. So a team that's literally got almost half of the points has gone up. It's not that they can't get relegated, but there is some like that. There is some like that. Uh, there are. I'm pretty sure there are some like that. Like if I go to Lancashire and Cheshire Amateur League Division B, I'm gonna find it. I'm pretty sure. This is division. That's Division A. If I go to Division B, stages. Was it? Maybe it was Division A. There was definitely a scenario like that one year when we were watching the leagues. I could have sworn there was one like that. Now I can't find it. Ah, now I can't find it. I could have sworn it's the other teams that senior team got relegated, so someone jumped them in relegation. Yeah, there was definitely a league like that, and I saw it happen once. I just can't remember the league because there's so many of them. Oh, I see. Yeah, you're right. So they went down. Yeah, I got you. So, but you're right. So they get relegated because a team goes basically down, uh, or comes down or goes up. So they have to go down instead. Okay, I got you. But yeah, it's built pretty well. Dan does a good job. He announced on Twitter today actually that he's coming back to do it. They were playing. I know. It might just be a glitch with having that many, because you got to remember that having this many leagues and having reassignment in the leagues as well. Remember, the leagues do reassignments as well. That it's going to be it's not going to be foolproof. So like Brofton amateurs cannot gain promotion. So press which one? Literally the top two teams couldn't gain promotion, so third and fourth went up. It's fucking crazy. But there's gonna be glitches, you know it, because it's just there's so many leagues and get rid. Did you see the Zealand tiers database? No. What is that? Let me look that up. Zealand's tier database. American tiers 22. Oh, that's 3 years ago. Hold on. It was a database that had promotion. Oh, for the U.S. Oh, that is not what I wanted. I see it in FM22. I see it. It was stellar, and I know the guy that did it. Nice, nice. Oh yeah, I see it. Beautiful. Nice. I like this. I want to do this for the women's game actually. The England extended database. I want to do it for the women's game next season. Oh, contracts contract set to expire. So, uh I don't want to uh I'm not going to offer a contract to a guy that like this guy Adam Stone. Like you're not going to get a contract rate. Delay. Uh, why can't I can't set. Well, they're youngsters, so I can't set them for release, right? So you are getting delayed. You are getting delayed. You are getting delayed as well. You as well. You as well. The rest I'm going to literally make no decision on, or I'm not even going to apply anything recommended to. I'm interested in how they perform in the under 18s league. Right. 2027. It's 2026. So we've got a few star players who are coming up on the end of their contract, including recently rejected a new contract. So we can delay with Sheamus. That's fine. Enough time remaining on a contract and has a 1 year extension clause. Guess what, guys? Triggering that extension clause. Akoni Kun, another one of our. We're going to have to offer him a contract. We're going to have to offer Twinkle a contract. Sam Wellman, who I don't think has played for us at all, has even played in the under 18s. No. But how the fuck did that happen? How did Wellman come to us? This guy, where the fuck is this guy? Who signed this guy? But yeah, there were a bunch of fun interactions with it. Who signed this guy? Look at this guy. Premier League, never played for Luton. Sky Bet Championship, he actually made 11 appearances. Was pretty bad. And then immediately ended up here on a free. I don't remember signing this guy. How the fuck did we get him? Recently signed contract, and he has a 1 year extension clause. Sure. Those were non competitive games. Oh, you're right. So friendlies. You're right. I'm still going to trigger his extension. He's only 140 pounds. Recently signed a new and has a 1 year extension. Guess what? Extension's getting triggered. Uh, Jack Lemon is one. Who else has an extension? Spaps, yes. Trigger extension. And then all the rest we're going to have to negotiate. I think some of these guys are going to get let go. Edmondson hasn't played a lot. Moak plays in our under 18s a lot. This will be the last year for him. Um, most of these guys are going to get let go. So Mukendi, I actually do want to offer a contract, even though he's not rated highly, because we do play him quite a bit. 6.96, even though, I mean, he's made 11 appearances off the bench and scored 3 goals. So, and his passing percentage is really good. So he does well. He doesn't play, he doesn't start, but when he does come on, he does well. Like he averages 7.05 on 10 bench appearances. Like, come on. Like he's done all right. 6.8, okay. Falling off a little bit here, but we didn't play him as much. I don't mind McKendy. I really don't. I think McKendy's going to get a new contract. Let's offer him one. He's going to be a squad player. He's going to be an impact sub, is what he's going to be. He's going to be an impact sub. Uh, he does not want a lot. He does not want a lot at all, and he wants 2 years. Uh, I'm going to throw in the option for a third year. I don't think I always want the club option, right? Always want the club option, but I think this is fine. Uh, he wants a promotion wage at 30%. That would put him at that would be a 68-pound raise. So he'd be making 40. Let's just take it one. Let's just try 25%. That's good. Okay. So we got it a little bit lower. So he's going to be happy. Nathan Taylor, I don't think has played much. He's played mainly in the unders, and he hasn't even played. He hasn't even played there. So he's not rated very well. So you are on a Why can't I set him for release? We're gonna delay the decision there. O'Keefe does play in the under 18s a lot. Uh, he's made 27 appearances and banged in 20 goals and 4 assists. And then the next, he didn't play at all last year. That was the, so we had no under 18s league this year, and then we were in the under 18s for both of these seasons. So he played 27 games and he didn't play at all. So O'Keefe, delay. Let's see. Jack Evans has a 2-year extension clause. I don't know if we want to keep him. I don't know if we want. I don't think I want to keep him. He also didn't play that much. He played a lot the first year and he didn't play that much last year. So we're gonna delay Jack Evans. Benito Vassallo. Yes, this is our. This is. Oh no, this is not our goalkeeper. This is a center back. Uh, we'll delay him. Let's see. Uh, Jarrell Waywell. I don't think he's played at all. He's played 18 appearances. This guy is an attacking left midfielder. We'll wait on him. We'll wait on him. Let's see. Ben Brindley. I'm gonna delay his decision, but then when he comes back to being 6 months, I'm gonna sign him because he just signed with us at the end of the season. So I don't want to offer him another new contract. Like run that one out. This guy's getting released. Fuck, no way. But Josh Burns, not really that great. Burns made 8 appearances. Burns is gonna. Where the hell did he go? They keep switching up on me here. Let's see here. Moke, I'm gonna wait on. That I know. Romain Edmondson, I think, is a release. Yeah, he's not played at all. Romain Edmondson's gonna be a release. Let's see. I got Luke Dodd. He has played a lot, actually. No, he's not. No, he's not. He played one league game for us. He has 6.9, and then he played 2 games in the under 18. So Dodd's going to go. Ben Bailey, the midfielder, not to be confused with Ben Bridley, also didn't play. He's getting delayed. Where are you, Ben? Ben, where the fuck did you go? There you are. We got 2 more. Mark Wallace also didn't play a lot. Delay. Did it say that he recently signed a contract? Oh, because he was a youth candidate. And then Carl John, which sounds like a restaurant in the U.S. Also hasn't played much. That is that. So I've got 4 contracts I'm going to offer. Twinkle, Coney-kun, Jack, and Cookies. Oh, I didn't mean to delay the decision for Cookies. Fuck me. All right. Offer contract. Coney-kun wants to play midfield center. You'll play attacking midfield center, Coney-kun? I think that's where I play him now. I'm pretty sure that's where I play him now. Yeah, I do play him attacking midfield center. Go back to the contract. Why can't I go back to the contract negotiations? You're going to play attacking midfield center. Oh, it's will look to strengthen. Remove. I don't need to strengthen. We got fucking Cookies in that position. He wants 1.5K. He wants 2 years. He wants a season landmark goal bonus. I'll tell you what, if you let me drop this to 3K, I'll drop it to 10 assists. Actually, no. I'll leave it. I'll leave it at. Let me see if I can up it to 20 assists. We're only playing 18 games, so uh, contract extension after promotion, 2 years. I'll drop that, and I'll give you an optional. Come on, baby. How about 20 and 25? How about that? And I'll let you keep your wage promotion, and I get the contract extensions. Okay, that's fine. I think that's fine. I think that's fine. I think that's okay. 15 assists is going to be hard. Now he wants more money. Now he wants more money. And I got to pay an agent fee. You've literally upped the. I don't. This game fucking sucks. I swear to God. He's literally upped the money, and I let him keep the additional money he was demanding. And then he said that still wasn't good enough. Bitch, I literally gave you what you asked for. What is wrong with you? What is your fucking problem? What is this game's problem? How does that even make sense? Important player, you're gonna be a star player. You're a twinkle. You, oh, twinkle, this is nothing, mate. This is fucking nothing. I'll pay you 250. Shit, twinkle, that is nothing, man. This game makes no fucking sense sometimes. I swear to God. Oh, Jack, that's nothing. What are you talking, Jack? This is a dream, man. I'll pay you 210. So I got to worry about Sheamus, who previously rejected a contract, right? And then I also got to worry about Akoni-kun. Rollins is injured. Okay. I'm gonna what's my I think my contract's all fucked up now too. Yeah, the time is on it. I'm still making 90 pounds a week. Ah! Ah! But let's see. There's that. That's good. I don't this game makes no sense. How does that I don't even understand how that happens. I just don't understand how that happens. It just it just it just confuses the shit out of me, mate. Confuses the ever living shit out of me. Ah, God, I hope this is fixed in FM25. I really do. Interactions suck. Scout, recruiting focuses suck. You know, contract negotiations apparently fucking suck too. Like, good lord. I don't know if Brazilian Fury's still here, but I just seen his tweet. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like that. So, uh, the top 10 candidates for top 10 coaching candidates. Uh, number 10, Wilfred Nancy. See, this is the problem with the USSF, okay? They put Bob Bradley, granted this is according to, Fox, but they put Bob Bradley as 9, okay? Most likely to get hired. If you hire Bob Bradley again for the U.S. team, you deserve to be fired into the sun. I would 100% take, if you're not going to get Jurgen Klopp or you're not going to get anything like that, I would 100% take uh, Wilfred Nancy at the U.S. men's national team goal or job. Has anyone seen what he did, not just at Columbus, but at Montreal? Like, dude's been amazing. Tower has rejected contracts from Meadow Park, Langley Sports, Melbourne Dynamo, Lightwater United, and Bernard Castle. He does not want to move. He does not want to move away from the club. So they have Wilfred Nancy at 10. 9 is Bob Bradley. 8 is David Wagner. I can see that happening a little bit. 7 is Thierry Henry. I love Thierry Henry. I think he should stay away from management. 6 is Hugo Perez. Don't really know much about him. 5 is Patrick Vieira. He wouldn't be bad. 4 is Jim Curtin. He would be good. I'd hate to lose him at the Union, but I think we're going to lose him either way, the way this season's going. 3 is Gareth Southgate. If the USSF fire Berhalter and hire Southgate, I don't have the will to keep living. If that's the case, like that would be awful. 2 is Steve Cherundolo. I don't know if I like that. 1 is Jurgen Klopp. It's no, you're not coming in for my players. Oh, what is this? No, I'm not doing any of that. We're going to be watching. We got about one more game we're going to watch. We'll start the round of 16 tonight, and then we'll probably conclude over the weekend. So there's that. So anyway, all right. Yes, I offered him a new one. Oh, now he's got 2 days left. Resolve contract talks with agent. Okay, good. We're going back to the table, boys. We're going back to the well. Okay, he wants 1.7K. That is gone. You're not getting the non-promotion release clause. What is that? Select once to mark this is non-negotiable, twice is semi-negotiable. That's going. But I'll give you a 2-year and a 2-year, and I'll actually pay you 1.9. I'll pay you what you want. You want 2.4. All right, I'll get you down to 2. I want, listen, I'll just go for the optional contract, okay? And I'll up your promotion wage 40%. Oh, God, 40%. Jesus Christ. He's going to be making like fucking, he's going to make out like a king if we get promoted. Jesus Christ almighty. How about I add a gold bonus in there as well? 500 quid for the gold bonus isn't bad. And I'm giving him 10K. Oh, you're killing me. This guy, Jim is your fucking, fire your fucking agent, man. Okay? Oh, Christ almighty. And if we win, I'll give you another 10K. I'm getting the optional extension, you bitch. Uh, and if you score 10 goals, I'll give you another fucking 10K. If you don't take this contract, I literally threw 30K in incentives at you, Tom. Fucking, you should fire your fucking agent, okay? How do I do that? How do I fucking contract details? How do you say you want a contract between 1.7 and 2.1 and then you ask for 2.4 and then 2K is not good enough and 30K of incentives isn't good enough? Like how do you even who is this guy? Oh my goodness me. Who even is this guy, man? Discuss. Why can't I tell him to get rid of his fucking agent? Praise his performance in the last match. Listen. How about you fire that guy? Oh God, what a pain in the dick. What a pain in the dick this is becoming. I have 2 days to fill the promise too. He's just a pain in the ass, man. He's just a pain in the ass. All right, here we go. Back to the well. Here we go. You're not getting this and you're not getting this. You want 1.7? I'll give you 2 straight off the bat. I'll give you a 1 year and I'll give you an optional 1 year. And shit, I'll give you a goal bonus and I'll give you promotion 10K. And you want 2.3. And you want and I'll give you 10K for the loyalty bonus. And I'll give you 1 year and I'll give you you're getting 10K for that, and I'll give you a season landmark goal bonus of 10 goals, or I'll make it 10K, and I'll up your assist bonus as well to 6.75. I don't give a fuck. Oh, Jesus Christ, you're a fucking dick. I'm giving you 10K as a loyalty bonus. God, and I want a 1 year optional contract extension. Lock it down for 3 years. Fuck's sake. You get 10K. You get uh fine, I'll up your bonus. I'll up it to 8K. How's that? And I'll up your loyalty bonus to 15. Oh, I'm not coming close enough, mate. You've literally haggled me for 1,000 fucking quid. You're haggling me for 1,000 quid. You cunt. You absolute piece of trash. I'm giving you the world. Oh, Jesus Christ, fucking mighty. What does this motherfucker want? All right. Algeria beat Ecuador 1-0. We're going to France, Portugal to end the night, and then we'll resume contract talks later. This dick and a half of an agent. I swear to God, he has a patience of 0. By the way, pretty much. Like on a scale of 1 to 10, his patience is like 3. And he's saying, "I asked you to make an acceptable offer. I'm at 2K. You're at 2.1. Like the board's not even letting me go above 2K. I'm at 2K. You're at 2.1, and that's not good enough. You're a fucking absolute dick. Ah, we should have a good one to end the night. Portugal, France should be a good one to end the night. And we are underway. Round of 16. Winners move on to the quarterfinals. So, oh, it's a good idea. It's just wasn't a good enough ball. Kuto, late. Foster was carrying an injury 2 minutes into the game. Late, that's over. That is over. Lambert for France. Tavares. Teixeira. Martins. Silva. Oh, okay. Good movement. I like what I've seen so far from Portugal. I might have. Remember, France is the Euro champion from 2 years ago. Coming in here against a Portugal side that had to get this. Okay, France is the Euro champions against a Portugal side who, at that same Euros, had to get out of the group stage with a 5-5 draw against, I think it was Slovakia. A 5-5 draw that we watched. Might have been Poland too, one of the two. I can't remember. Whoever's in their group, who is in their group at this Euros? Because we did at least use real groups. So if I go to standings, who was in Portugal's group? Oh no, it was against Czechia. It was a 5-5 draw against Czechia. Which was just a wild game to watch. That was a crazy game to watch. I think Czechia scored that goal in like the 91st minute, and everybody thought, "Oh my God, they've won it after being 3-1 up, and then they were 4-3 down, and then they led 5-4." I thought, "Oh my God, Czechia's won it," and then Portugal scored in the 94th, and I'm like, "Nope, nope." It was just a crazy game. It's probably the best game that we've ever watched on Football Manager, in all honesty. So, it's almost up there with my FM16 save, which was just, we had a stupid game. We had a game against AFC Uckfield under 21s, who were a division above us, and it was the Tester Challenge Cup second round. And that should be a goal. That is a goal. France lead. They hit him on the counter. VAR's checking the offsides. It didn't look off to me. We'll see. We do have VAR here. It is a goal. France leads on a counter. Man, the Portuguese have done everything right. It's a really good finish. It's a very good finish. Where's the offside line? Oh, that's the offside line. All right. France lead. Portugal been the better side, but they find themselves trailing now. Yeah, that game in the FM16 Tester Challenge Cup second round, which is between basically Mid-Sussex Football League Division 10 and 9 sides, so the only leagues in level 23 and 22. AFC Uckfield under 21s were leading level 22. We're in level 23. And we played them, and we played 120 minutes of 0-0. And then in the only minute of added time at the end of extra time, we somehow scored. I mean, like literally at the death. Like we scored with 120 minutes and like 44, 45 seconds on the clock. Like literally the last kick of the game of extra time. The last kick of extra time. And we scored to sink the top team, the top ranked team in the Tester Challenge Cup out of the tournament. Oh, he's hit the bar. I need to go back to that. I'm enjoying FM10 a lot because it's so raw. The game is so raw. It's the old 2D engine as well. Like the 3D engine is very bare bones. We saw sides. Oh no, it's a foul for a hard tackle. You know when the players' heads go like this constantly as they're waiting for the ball to be thrown in, like just shit like that. Like it's just crazy. Like it's just crazy how bare bones the engine is back then. But it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. FM10 is kind of crazy. I know one thing. Having FM16 takes a little bit to process, not nearly as much as this, right? Because the game is obviously 8 years old, but it takes a little bit to process, and it's a little bit demanding because it's a very large database, right? FM10 takes no time at all. No time at all. I have every league on in both those games, just like I have it in here. Every league is playable in this game. Every vanilla league except for Russia and Belarus is labeled as playable. It's this, in FM16, it's every single league is labeled as playable, plus the England database extender to level 23. Still takes a little bit to process. Not a whole hell of a lot, but a little bit. Still very demanding on the PC. FM10 is every league playable that comes vanilla in the game, plus the level 10 extension, right? Game processes a day in like seconds. It's insane. I caught myself flying through the first season. Granted, I'm not done the first season. I still have about 8 games left. But I got 40 to 45 games into the season in the span of like 2 weeks. Maybe a week. And I didn't play it every day. You know what I mean? I just played it in my free time when I wasn't working or streaming or anything like that. And I'm like, man, if I could do that, it's just insane how quick the game is. I wish I was looking so bad, but I wish I still had the database for FM12 because that's my most played FM, and I have. Oh, that okay. Almeida has the ball. Let's just say that was a good chance there for France to go 2-0 up. But FM12, I had a database that went down to level 13, and I played as Wembley Park in that database. And that is the game I played the most seasons in. And I got into season 10 as Wembley Park, and I think I was in League 2. So we got promoted 9 times in 10 seasons. So, yeah, that was crazy. The only reason we did that, too, is because my academy somehow, someway, randomly produced a wonder kid. And I managed to just hold on to him. And we were incredible with him. Oh. Portugal missing all their free kicks. This game's accurate. Costa. You know what's interesting about the Portugal side, by the way, in real life, is does Ronaldo go to the 26 World Cup? That's the question. Because he's look, Ronaldo is a phenomenal player, right? However, he's starting to show his age a little bit, right? I mean, the dude's what, 36? 37? 39. He'll be 41. He'll be 41 at the next World Cup. Oh, never mind. Ronaldo says Euro 2024 will be his last with Portugal, without a doubt. Oh, he said without a doubt it's the last Euro for me. Okay, but he didn't talk about the World Cup. I mean, I don't think he should go to the World Cup. Yeah, I don't think he'd be good enough for the World Cup for Portugal. I think. Oh, that was a big chance there. I think if you're Portugal, you got to think about life without him at the 26 World Cup. I just think there's. I mean, they're playing Pepe, man. Like, he's 41, and he started games. That's crazy to me. I mean, he's playing well for Portugal. Don't get me wrong. Where's he playing his football at now? Oh, he's back at Porto. He's been at Porto since 2019. How about that? Well, halftime, pretty even so far between these two. Portugal have definitely had chances. I was looking at Discord. I got pinged in a Discord real quick. I was like, what is that notification? I don't know, man. 41 is tough for the World Cup. But if you're gonna play Pepe at 41, you might as well play Ronaldo, I guess. I don't know. Maybe there's something to that. But 1-0 for France still. Time ticking away quickly without a highlight. Here we are in the 58th finally to get one. It's incomprehensive as well. So like 10, 15 minutes like that go by like that. It's like, you're like, whoa. France, they would love a second goal. Really, really put the pressure on. A game that very much could have been a final or a semifinal in the round of 16. Payret will move it. Yakobu here. Almost loses the ball. He's got to get rid of it. It goes all the way back to Richard. Kinty. Richard. Come on, guys. Move with the ball. Move with the ball, will you? That is out for a corner. So, Horcad to take. And Almeida has it the whole way. A half hour for Portugal to find an equalizer. Here's a free kick for France. Horcad. Kinty! He tried it. He went with the head like that, but he didn't get it here. He got it straight up here, and it just went straight up. So, Troy, Richard, Yakubu. Did he stay on? It's a corner. He did stay on sides. Horcad to take the corner. Going for back post. It was an outswinger. Headed away. Traore will run it down. Oh, good tackle. Terrible pass. We'll get away with it, though. We're going to get away with it. Samba, Quintero, Kinty, and our final game of the night, by the way. We might try contract negotiations one more time, end the night on a sour note, of course. Oh, good ball. Yakubu. Early ball. Payrat! And it's over. Samba heads it down. Shera. Soares. Quintero. Cuts it out. And goes all the way back to Lambert. They're going to build from the back yet again here, France. Traore to Richard. Up the wing, maybe. No, it's got to come back inside. Use him. Use him. Quintero needs to drop into space, man. When this ball's compact here, Quintero can just come back and pivot. And then you've got all this space in center midfield, and you can look right. Or you can have your striker drop in for the ball and hold the ball up, allow the runs to go on the wings. But you've got to do something. They eventually have moved the ball forward, but like you've got to be quicker on it. Payrat's just going to take it alone. Almeida makes the save, and that is the last action Payrat will have. So, like, have your defensive midfielder distribute the ball. You know what I mean? Like that's the point. Well, at least I'd be willing to distribute the ball. Portugal on a break, 2v3. Soares. Ferreira. Oh, it's a terrible touch as well from Ferreira. Good God. Is Quirado. Dubuk. Oh, it should have been 2. It's a good save. France are knocking for a second. Here's Ricard again. To take the corner. Another outswinger. Yakubu runs it down. Come back inside. Yep, Quintero's there. Oh, that's tight. Somehow it went through to Almeida and he's gloved it. That was tight. I thought there was going to be a boot on that before they even got to the keeper. That was certainly the intention. Striker wasn't aware. Or Traore. That's blocked. Quintero. Free kick here. Quarter of an hour, just over. Traore with a free kick. Oh, that's good. Almeida has to make a save. Really good free kick, and then it's just a terrible pass. Now Portugal looking to break again. Fernandez forward. Fernandez. Guys, spread the fuck out. Take the space, something, man. Don't let the opponent get set, and that is cut out. Can Portugal find an equalizer? Fernandez bringing it forward. Fernandez! And it's saved for a corner. Portugal pushing forward. They want to equalize. They need to equalize. That's over the bar. Otherwise, they will be going out in the round of 16. Oh, that's a good header. Almeida has a big save there. Keeps Portugal in this game. It's only the second booking, and both of them are Portuguese players. Normand is Quirero. Normand going alone. Normand far post. Almeida with a save again. And another corner. Time is of the essence for Portugal. Less than 5 minutes in stoppage. They need something here. They need a goal. Oh my goodness, that's going all the way through. How is that going all the way through? Quintero. Oh, he's had it cut out. Soares has booted it clear instead of taking control of the ball. Dubuc. Back for Quintero. That's a oh, Normand's come up with it, and he's gotten a corner out of that somehow. I don't know how. 88th minute for the corner. Traore's in no hurry to take this. Traore far post. It's headed up. It's booted that way. Soares comes down with it. Back to Martins. What is Portugal going to do? They bring the ball forward. They need to get a goal here. Martins. Fernandez. Almeida. Oh, they scored. I don't believe it. Thiago Almeida in the 88th minute has brought Portugal back level. Back from the brink. It's in off the underside of the bar as well. Absolute thunder bastard of a strike from 12 yards. In off the underside of the bar. How's he on Portugal? Is that a fake name? Yes, he is. It is a fake name. And now France with a corner. Oh my goodness me. How is that? That is a terrible touch. Oh my God. Silva. Fernandez. Oh my God. Are Portugal going to break again? It'd be amazing if they broke again. Soares has got the ball. He's in so much space. Oh, Almeida. It is funny that the game fake names Thiago Almeida and he's Portuguese. Like, here's Almeida again. Extra time now. I should say stoppage time, not extra time. We're on the verge of extra time. Silva, Almeida. Oh my goodness me. Martins. Oh, Lambert's got it. All right, this might be the first game we watched that goes to extra time this World Cup. We had none of our 4 in around the 32 offsides. Every time the game does that animation, and every time the player's offside. Soares, cut out by Quintero. Dubuc. A much better Portuguese side than what we saw on the Euros, by the way. 2 minutes in stoppage, or 2 minutes of stoppage time, basically just a little bit over remaining. Guys, do something with the fucking ball. I hate it when they get these spells like that, where they just pass the ball around and around and around and around. They do nothing. Like, do something with the ball, please. Like, it's a highlight, man. I don't want to see the ball go to the midfield, back to the defensive line, back to the midfield, back to the... Like, it's a highlight. Show me something with the ball. That's a good ball through. Mendy's on. Mendy. Oh, is he going to break Portugal's hearts? No, he's got a terrible touch, and he's allowed Almeida just to scoop it. Why? How is there not even a shot on goal in that situation? Now Martins. Forward for Fernandez. Fernandez, the wing. Tavares. Tavares has it. Tavares. Oh, Ferreira. That might have been a chance to win it for Portugal. The final minute of stoppage. Silva takes this corner. Almeida heads it back in. He could have settled it. I mean, he's waving. He could have settled it and let him take a shot. That is the end of. No, I don't know what you guys call it in the UK. Like, is it considered full time? Is it considered the end of regulation? The end of normal time? But I don't know what you'd say. I hate saying full time because that makes it seem like it's an official result, and it's like it's not. Obviously, right? You get to play extra time. That is a foul and a yellow card, and Normand is. He should have been booked. He should have been booked. That is not a good clearance. Tavares still has it. Tavares needs help. Tavares for Silva. Silva for Martins. Silva should just cross it. Maybe Martins loses the ball. Mendy. Oh, it's good ball movement there to get it to Marceau. Oh, he's found Mendy. Mendy's on. Mendy. Oh, it's a good save from Almeida. Almeida's been big for Portugal in this game. Really. We're caught with another corner. This one back post. Doesn't land on a French foot. Richard. Dubuc. Mendy! Oh my goodness me. He's rosetted. How big of a chance do you want? Portugal with it now. Almeida. Martins. Silva. Almeida. Teixeira. Silva to Soares. Again, nothing doing with the ball. Silva here. For Soares. It's a good touch. It's a heavy touch. It's cut out. Advantage was being played, but it's played out. That's one thing I think I would like to see in FM 25 is that when a foul happens that would normally be a yellow card, but advantage is played, the referee never comes back to book the player. Like, book him. You know what I mean? It's still a booking. You just played advantage. Marceau's got a good space. And it's over. Marceau, there's about 35 yards out. That's over. So, 103rd minute. Dubuc. Oh, he's taking it. Go on, Dubuc. Nice. Skied it. Fucking hell. Awful. Awful finishing. Oh, no. Silva's cramped. And that's giving the ball to Mendy. Dubuc. Normand. That is a foul. Could be a bookie. Silva is down. East Guerrero. Mendy, was he off? No, he was on. Costa now has gone down with an injury. Marceau for Quintero. Quintero, Dubuc. Dubuc is again going to absolutely be nowhere close to target. That is the end of half. That is halftime in extra time. Here we go with the final 15. Mendy. A goal needed, otherwise pens will be needed to decide it all. Good cutout from Soares. Fernandez to the other Fernandez. Almeida. Got one on the right. Back up to Fernandez. Taking it wide. Fernandez. The cross comes in. It's on the ground. It's a good one. And now maybe France can break. Marceau. Marceau. Cuts back. It's cut out. And now Portugal come back the other way. Tavares. Oh, you've got... Oh, I was going to say, if he kept running into space, he could have picked it up. Fernandez is off sides now. No, he's on. The flag didn't go up. Come on, look at the space. Look at the space, man. Silva. So, it's such a heavy touch. Fuck's sake, Silva. Mendy, was he on? No. About 10 minutes in stoppage now. 9 minutes in stoppage now. We're into the real final stretch here. Almeida, Fernandez. Suarez. Tavares, nicely done. Tavares takes it wide. He's fouled. Advantage to be played. Martin's here. And it's cut out from underneath him by Dubuc because the touch is too heavy. Richard trying to get the counter. Mendy. Play is still going on. Norman, they're not obligated to stop on a promising attack. Marceau, is it going to be cut out from him? Is that a penalty? No. He pulled up. I thought maybe it was a pen, but he pulled up. The players are cramping. Fernandez has done well. Almeida. Almeida taking it. Oh, that's a good ball. Fernandez! Oh, it's saved. He hit it right at the keeper. That was the opportunity to win this in extra time. Now Martins. And Normand will clear it. Brito brings it forward. His cross is cut out. 117th minute. Quintero knocks it away. Marceau has it. Marceau up for Mendy. Mendy. Always put Dubuc in. Dubuc in tons of space. Could France win it here? Dubuc! And he can't find the net. It's a good save. Dubuc has really been off all night. That one was at least on goal, but it is a save. Marceau. At the corner. Back post. It goes. Izquierdo. Oh, Izquierdo. Put it just up over the bar. France comes down with it. Kinty. Horcott. Mendy, did he stay on? No. One minute of added time. We are in the final 15 seconds here. Portugal have a chance. Fernandez forward. I think he's off. And yes, the flag will go up. And that will be pens. We're going to pens. It's going to be a penal shootout to decide it. Richard will put the ball in play. The whistle will blow. And we are going to go to a penalty shootout between the European champions and Portugal. Pens is what it is. Here we go. Fernandez to take the first. Andre Fernandez scores. Here is Mendy. Mendy to take this pen. Oh, he's just going to run up, and it's saved. Almeida continues to have an impressive game. He's put Portugal in the lead here in the pens. Suarez now to take. Oh, it's off the ball. It's off the post. Suarez had a chance to really solidify the lead for Portugal, and it's off the post. And now Marceau has a chance to get France back on level terms. Here's Marceau, and he scores. That's a brilliant pen, by the way. No keeper saving that pen. Martins now. Domingos Martins scores. Horcade for France. And Almeida goes the wrong way. Maybe he even went too early, but it won't matter because the result is a goal. Ruben Fernandez scores. Benjamin Richard. Oh, and Almeida saved it again. Almeida has saved it, another pen, which means this is it. This is for all the marbles. Who's going to take it? Teixeira is coming up to put Portugal into the quarterfinals. What can he do? Teixeira! It's saved by Lambert. And we go sudden death. That was such an awful pen. That is such an absolutely awful pen. Normand now. He has to score. I said we went to sudden death. I'm a little bit hasty there. He has to score this. If he doesn't score it, Portugal are through to the quarterfinal. Normand goes, and he does score. And it will be sudden death. Here's Brito for Portugal. Oh, and it's saved! France have the advantage. Logan Dubuk. Oh, and it's saved by Almeida. What is this madness? Literally 50% of the pens have not gone in. I do not believe this. Diego Almeida for Portugal. Oh, and it's saved. It's saved by Lambert. What is this penalty shootout? And now Quintero can put France through to the quarterfinal. Quintero. It's saved by Almeida. He's made 4 saves. And now it's... I don't believe this. What is this shootout? It's Edgar Costa for Portugal, and he scores. And now the French must do the same to stay in the shootout. It'll be Samba. If he scores, we're going to get real close to goal to keeper pens here. Samba must score to keep France in. Samba has scored. Tavares for Portugal now. Tavares scores. And again, France on the edge. Kinty now to take it. We're only a round or two away from goalkeeper pens. If Kinty saves this, either next round or the round after. You know we want to see keeper pens. Kinty now to keep France in. Kinty has scored. João Silva has scored for Portugal. Isque, Isque, I don't know how you say it really. Izquierdo. If he scores, we're getting keeper pens. And he does. 10 rounds of shootout is not enough. Almeida is going to step up from the spot. The keeper against keeper could decide this shootout. That's crazy. Almeida scores for Portugal. And now it's on Lambert. Lambert must do the same for France. That's a lot of pressure. Otherwise, we're going around a second time. Here's Lambert. 11 rounds of shootout here. Lambert has scored. We're going. This is madness. When will this end? When will this end? Andre Fernandez for Portugal has scored. Lambert didn't even make an effort at that one. France have been on the brink for 5 straight rounds. This is crazy. And Mendy for France. What can he do? Mendy scores. This is the longest shootout I think I've ever seen in FM. Soares for Portugal. Oh, when he scores. Marceau for France. And he scores. Oh my God. Domingos Martins. Oh, and it's saved! Lambert has finally got his hand to another one. Almeida has to do the save. Otherwise, the European champions will go through to the quarterfinal. Horkan to put the French through. In the 14th round of penalties. Horkan has scored. It's an unsavable pen, really. And France are through 10-9 on penalties. I don't believe it. That is an insane. I'm taking a snip of that, man. That is crazy, bro. That is absolutely crazy. But France are through. They have knocked out Portugal 10-9 on 14 rounds of pens. And they are going to make it into the quarterfinal. Well, they will meet Algeria. Well, there's no loss. So let's go to matches real quick because that should be our first semifinal. Oh no, we'll know our first semifinal tomorrow. Tomorrow in game, obviously, right? With Italy, Argentina, Netherlands, Germany also going to be good. I think Italy, Argentina is going to be the better watch. We'll see. Sweden, Chile is not going to be anything huge. It's one of these things where both those nations are going to be super happy they drew each other, and they're going to say, "Oh, we made a quarterfinal." You know what I mean? And then it's one of those things where you know. If Algeria meet like the winner of Sweden and Chile, then it's going to be one of those things where both of those countries are going to be like, oh my God, we made a World Cup semifinal. You know what I mean? Like it's one of those things. It's kind of the same with South Korea, Ukraine, although Korea's been there before. They have a fourth place finish, but still. Um, yes, it is Italy, Argentina. We are going to. I'm going to try one more time. I don't want to convince. Maybe we can convince. Okay. Oh, we're giving it one more go. Listen, do I just not add the contract extension? Let me just not add the contract extension. Fuck this motherfucker. All right. All right. 10K. We'll do 15 goals and assists. 10K. We'll do you. 10K. We'll do you. Season landmark goal bonus. 15 goal. 10K. We'll up the. I'll fucking double it if I want to, man. How about we go 15? Why can't I? How about we go 15? I'll even put you at 100 unused substitute fee. I'll up this to 350 and I'll up this to 400. How's that? Fucking motherfucker. This guy is a pain in the dick. He's a pain in the dick, man. This guy's brutal. I'll give you the 20K. I'll even up this to 12.5. I'll up all this to 12.5. I'll up this to 450. I'll up this to 400 and I'll up this to 1. I'll up it to 150. Ah, ah. I'll give you 2.25. I'll give you 475, 425, and I'll give you 200 here. And I'll give you a goal bonus too. I'll give you a fucking goal bonus too. Finally! Jesus fucking Christ, finally. Oh, I didn't add the clause. I didn't add the clause. It's fine. It's 2 years. We'll come back. We'll come back in 2 years. Fuck's sake. I didn't get the 2-year contract extension I wanted, but Jesus. I at least got him for 2 years. I do feel bad, by the way, for Almeida, the Portuguese goalkeeper. I feel real because like dude made 4 pen saves. Dude made so many saves in the regular game, then made 4 pen saves. Like how much more did he need to do to drag Portugal into that quarterfinal? And they didn't get there. Like that's just nuts, man. So, all right, well, that is going to be it for me tonight. We will be back more than likely Saturday. I don't think we'll be back tomorrow. We might be back tomorrow. I might do Hearts of Iron tomorrow. I definitely am doing Hearts of Iron this weekend, but that is it for tonight. So we're going to stop the YouTube recording first. All of the take care. Thank you so much for sticking around, Pond. It was great having you. For those on YouTube who are watching the VOD, this was episode 56.3. We thank you so much for watching. We will see you another night. Until then, take care.